right. What's up, guys? Beer League Podcast starting a little early tonight to do this giveaway stream thingy with SirDimwi by my side virtually.
What up?
Hello, everyone. So this is something that we started last December, obviously. Just a giveaway because we just, this is a group that, Beer League is a group that Essen started, and it's become a huge success, and we all love it. And so we just wanted to show some appreciation by giving out some gifts each year. Hopefully this can, this is like our Christmas gift to you guys for making Beer League a success. So what we've got here is
The Matrix.
The Matrix on dark colors, because I know how everyone feels about dark theme, me being one of those people. I got everyone listed in this column. Oh, I know I'm on the wrong screen here. Everyone listed in this column, the number of times that they played in the month of December, which is listed over here. So we've got 91, I think. 91 people, 91 chances, numbers we got to find. So what I've got over here in the Discord is a dice bot. So we're going to roll D91, and we're just going to go down the list here and give away some gifts. So that's what's up. Here we go. For the Asterian grips, number one, Whirl is the winner of the Asterian gifts. What's up?
That's Whirl.
Whirl, one of the people, all these people listed here at the beginning are special because they all played. Everyone from Haricot Vert all the way up, they all played every week, and so we appreciate you especially. Winning these two does not, take your name out of the running for the money gifts, as you can see. All right, grapple tournament. Game key goes to number 79, which is Dipman. Congratulations, Dipman. Contact Essend for your grapple tournament game key. Whirl, contact Lanzen for your Asterian grips. And now, from now on, we're going to do the monetary gifts. And if you win one of these, your name will be taken out of the list over here. I should just copy and paste this. It'll be a lot easier. All right. Number 52. Who are you? Monster Gamer. Congratulations, buddy. I'm just going to write your name like that because you're ridiculous. $30 to you, and then we're going to remove your name. Thanks for playing Beer League. Whirl, once again, wins $25. Doesn't win, it's a gift, it's not a prize. Thank you for playing. Number 67 is Light Has Come. Light Has Come, you win $20. You do not win, you receive $20. And so does number 34, Gator Rich. Gator Rich is a special because his headset was actually knocked out for 2 weeks, I believe. But he was with me in chat all night long, every time, participating regardless, so I gave him credit.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you, Gator. And then we move on to the $15 gifts. Number 78. I think that was already taken, wasn't it? Nope. Ryanair, 98. Also known as Ryan, and then Ryan backwards. Thank you, Ryan. for another
Congrats.
$15. Number
You
36.
just said thank you, Ryan, for another $15. Sounds like Ryan's about to give you money.
Well, you know, he can if he wants. Number 36 has already been taken, so we'll do that again. Number 59. Boston. Thank you for playing, buddy. Number 59, Boston gets $15. And last of the $15 gifts goes to number 66. Smooth Riding. Thanks for playing Beer League, bud.
Congrats.
Oop, there's no G in your name. Is there? I don't think there is. On to the $10 prizes. Not prizes, gifts. I gotta stop saying that. Uh-oh. Die spot die.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, this was an
That
unforeseen error.
That thing hasn't broke. Like, why now all of a sudden?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Two in a row. Okay, so we got number 5. Phenom, you win $10. Thanks for playing Beer League.
You know what? I think one of those roles is going to be a hacker. They hacked
so?
it. That's what happened. Yeah.
Well,
They hacked
32
the bot.
is Abchu 2. Thanks for
Phenom,
playing,
we
bud.
see you, bro. We see you hacking the bot, dude.
That's
we
what
see
it
what
was.
just happened. We're on to you, man. You're done. You're so done.
Let's see who else we got here for $10. Number 15 is Neon. Thank you, Neon.
Congrats, Neon.
Number 43, Haircut Vert.
See, boss. No, who was it?
Haircut Vert.
Acady in chat said, I'm poor college student. Give me dub, please. I forgot what I was about to say. Shit. I had a really funny joke and I can't remember it.
Newton Dad, $10.
Newton Dad.
See, folks, most of the people that have played 4 times have already won something, received gifts. It pays to play Beer League.
Sounds
and
rigged.
last, it does, doesn't it? It might be a little bit. Here's the last of the
You heard it here
$10
first.
gifts. I think that was already taken, wasn't it? 46. Nope, Aldwine.
That's not how this works.
It is exactly how it works. Thank you, Aldwine, for playing. Can't spell. And
Congrats, Aldwine.
for the grand prize of the night, our $1 gift goes to number 84 is Bam, aka Sheep's Knuckles.
It feels like such a meme. Sheep's Knuckles, you get the meme award.
I had a hard time convincing Essen for us to actually do the $1 gift. He was like, it seems almost insulting. I'm like, dude, it'd be so funny if we had all these big prizes and it's just $1. So thank you, Bam. Sheep's Knuckles.
It does seem insulting. If Sheep's Knuckles doesn't have a full-blown meltdown over this, I'm gonna be disappointed.
He looks excited in the chat. I wasn't paying attention to the chat this whole time. So that's it. That's all the gifts we have to give out this year. We'll be doing this again next year, as long as everyone doesn't quit Beer League at the same time. Thank you, all of you who participate and make this a success every week. I love it. You love it. We all love it. Cheers, everyone. Clink.
Clink.
And with that, we'll go back to the intro screen, and then Beer League will get started here. I don't know what time it is. In about 15 minutes, supposed to get started. I will get the teams together and post them here as soon as possible. So watch the announcement channel for that. Clink. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Dim, for being here, and see you all in a little bit. We're in now, Neon. Fucker.
Like 6 seconds.
Sure.
It's not so bad.
I'm gonna report me on for toxicity.
Sorry, Summer.
I'm mumbling. He's mumbling.
I'm mumbling. You can't hear me? You should be able to hear me. What's up, Steel? Thanks for joining the chat.
Turn off the music.
Your music is still going. It's really loud.
Oh, shit.
Alright, we're just gonna go. I'm done.
There, it's no
Everybody
longer
get up here. Let's
going.
go.
Music's too loud.
Thank you for the
Come on,
update.
haircut. Let's go.
Notification
He
thing.
can deal with
Alright.
it.
In-game audio is also a lot louder than you
Thanks for
are.
coming
Oh, right, I
to
need
your
to turn it
stay.
down.
Hope everybody had fun with the giveaway. We are awesome. I love all of you. Let's do it. First beer we need.
What's up, Spot?
Clank, 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 clank.
Somebody fix the rules. Let's do this thing.
All right. That should be a lot better.
Haircut vertical. Go that way.
Audio should be fixed now.
Spot, when are you doing that podcast with June? I thought that was. I didn't check the date. I assumed it was this past Wednesday, but then I didn't see anything. When's it happening? I'm gonna be watching that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching that.
Oh,
one
you
as
did it
well.
tonight? It was tonight. It ended an hour ago. I'll be watching that.
Oh, I
Was it
thought
good?
Hey, Sammy Gabby again. What's up?
I didn't know you did that on Fridays. I thought it was just a Wednesday night thing. I'm sorry, dude. Good. I really wanna meet that guy.
Wait, I'll tell you when I point at it. There we go. Right here. Right here. All right. Hey.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Blue boys, go hit the button.
No, I'm definitely. I will definitely be. Once we're done here, I'm gonna be watching that tonight.
Yeah, if you were fucking with rules.
I would not be watching it tonight, but I would definitely be watching it. I thought it was gonna be on a Wednesday too. I didn't pay that close attention to the date. So I guess, you put out a promo poster and we didn't pay attention to it, so that's sorry about that.
Alright, let's go.
It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week where I've been on vacation. I've been doing so much sitting on my ass on the couch and playing Cyberpunk. It's been great. This is the vacation I needed. Hey, it's Beer League. I'm Giligin. This is SirDimwi. This is Beer League. Oh shit, I'm in the kitchen and the camera's not right. I was pouring a refill.
What's up, Sammy from Montreal? Or should I say bonjour?
There we go. Camera fixed. Sammy, Gabby, good to see you again. Thanks for joining.
Did you notice the changes to the follow camera?
No.
So it no longer. So it used to be if you put it on follow right now, or at any point, it used to be that the camera would lock to the player center screen.
Uh-huh.
You could offset that. I think. No, wait. You might be able to offset that. I'm not sure. But it would lock the player center screen, but then the tilt of the camera would follow the disc. So no matter which way the player turned, unless the player had the disc in their hand, the camera would follow the disc with the player locked in the screen, locked in the whatever you call that, the frame. Ooh, that was close. And now it will actually jump cut, and I don't yet know how it does its jump cuts. I don't know what the logic is behind the jump cuts, but it'll jump cut and it no longer follows the disc. It follows the player exclusively and follows that player's action.
Oh, yeah, we're watching that right now. Interesting. Oh, I don't know. I think it followed the disc. Oh, no, I'm in someone's face. That's why. Ha! Wrong button.
Yeah, that's not follow. That's first person.
Now we're on follow.
It wasn't a pass, he just shot the wrong way.
As much as I've practiced with this controller, I still don't have all the buttons memorized yet.
See, the old follow cam, it would be on the opposite side of that player, and it would be looking at the disc
Yeah.
through that player.
Huh. No, I have not noticed. I don't use follow cam very often. I mostly keep it on side cam for the Beer League casts.
Am I out or someone else?
Yeah, I only use. Well, I use it because I got into this habit of once a goal was scored, I would keep the camera moving slightly, looking at the goal or whatever I was looking at as I was doing something, and then I would immediately go into a follow cam, which would follow the team they just got scored on as they set up for offense, and that allowed me to do the transition stuff without having to worry about the camera controls.
Yeah.
So I got into this whole, like, I have this whole sequence of things I did after every single goal that included following. But what I really wanted to do was immediately follow the player that just scored. And I can't pull that off reliably.
Yeah.
Because,
Easy bounce.
Thanks to the defense.
I should stop watching the stream and watch the game, huh?
Very slow.
That was a nice shot there.
It's
It's been 3 minutes.
I wasn't even paying attention to the game. I happened to start paying attention right before that, just because I was messing with the camera buttons. Arrow and Link in the chat. What's up, guys?
Yeah, they're bringing, at some point, we're supposed to get API for the cameras. I don't actually know what that means technically, but I know it means that you can program camera movements. So, like, after a goal is scored, you can have it, like, run, like, so, like, there's a move I try to pull with the camera in the tubes that takes a lot of, nice recovery there on the rebound, Newton dad. But it takes a lot of like nuanced dexterity to pull it off, because you have to, like, I'm flipping the camera in the tube, not flipping it, but like doing this pan in the tube, which is very narrow. And all I can think is, like, if I had a way to program this shot, it could look really cool. Because I can do it with my fingers, but, like, it's so touchy that I usually clip out anyways on
Can you
accident.
do it if you're just focused on doing that instead of also casting, or is that just like it all around is too dexterous?
All around, like, I can pull it off, but I'm probably gonna mess it up.
Attempted ceiling
know what I mean?
shot, stopped by the shoulder. I was hoping that would go through. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
On
Now I
you.
can. Yes, now I can.
Big block going with a big clear.
I'm on you, do it.
It's another flat bounce off the other shoulders we saw there.
I'm reminded of the oh god, Shaquille O'Neal shoulder wiggle gif. It's just went from shoulder to shoulder across the arena. Did iBullet Sports just set that disc and let it just slowly drift into the goal? Is that what I
Yes.
just saw?
Yep. Yeah, he just released it. Yeah.
You know, one time when I was much younger, my parents took us to a Globetrotters game, and you know, Globetrotters, like the trick team for basketball.
Who?
The Globetrotters. You know, the Globetrotters, the Trotters of the Globe.
I'm not familiar with this team.
I think
The
you're trolling me.
NBA?
Are you trolling me? I think you're trolling me. Globetrotters, for anyone who doesn't know, is like a charity team, and they play for entertainment more than they don't play competition. They play just to entertain people, and they raise money for different stuff. It's pretty cool. But they're really steezy and tricky, but like in a really friendly way. Everyone knows what's up with that team. And so we got to go see them one time, and the play that really stuck out to me was one of the ball got loose, and everyone was running for it, and one of the Globetrotters caught the ball. Yeah, that one. Caught the ball right on the edge of the out of bounds line and just held it out for the opponent who was running it behind him, and the dude instinctually grabbed the ball and took it right out of bounds, and it was really funny. And that stuck out to me, and so, you know, when I see stuff like when someone just sets the disc in front of the goal like that, I keep imagining someone's going to come, like the defense is going to come flying through and accidentally headbutt it into their own goal, is what I'm hoping to see.
That would be funny. That would be very funny.
I want to see like a Globetrotters Echo Arena team where it's a team that doesn't compete but just plays like charity exhibitions where they just get really like friendly steezy with it.
Well, what's the difference between friendly stees and rude stees?
Well, because it's not competitive. So, like stees in competition to me is bad sportsmanship. It's disrespectful to your opponent. You're obviously, if you're being steezy, it's because you're probably dominating them.
That was partially hypothetical. I wasn't trying to get you on a rant.
Too bad. But if they're doing it for everyone goes into it knowing, like for beer league, everyone knows when you play beer league. We're all buddies. No one cares about the score. We're all just playing to have fun and drink, and it's fun. So steez in beer league is totally fine. Shit talking each other. That's why we have open comms. But if you do that in competition, it's a whole other thing. So I would love to see like an exhibition charity. You know what? Wireless Shacks might just have to do that. Just kidding. We're the least easy team out there. But I do.
I'll help you.
What's that?
I said I'll help you because I as well am not a STZ player. I could not be more fundamental.
Yep.
Like I would never. I don't belong on Joker. Yep.
Yeah, Sputnik agrees. If you're being steezy, you don't respect them. It's a show of bad sportsmanship, and when it's competitive.
I need to keep you and Sput separated because I feel like there's a couple topics you two could join forces on, and just ruin my day.
What's up, little Gipo? I'm saying Gipo because that's what the Twitch chat. What is it called? Speech chat. Thing.
I've been pronouncing it little Gipo because I wanted to be respectful. So this is so not the way to do it, but it's like the poor man's respect. So I went to Google's text to speech and put it on a Spanish accent and typed the name in, and it pronounced it Lil Gipo.
All right.
And so that's what I ran with.
Well, Lil Gipo, type it out in chat exactly how you say it, and we'll see if speech chat got it right. And I'll apologize. I know you said I don't really care, but I apologize if I say it wrong.
But you have chats. You have a talk to text on for text to speech on for chat.
No, but I do if I'm playing Echo and streaming.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I got you.
Yeah, which I don't do very often, but I've done a few times.
Little Guipo. Oh, that makes sense.
What's up, Swag?
Shield.
Oh, I see it now. No, it's not so much that we're concerned that you care. It's just there's still that you want to be respectful to the individual.
Right.
And so even if the individual doesn't care, you still want to show that respect and be able to get their name right.
Well, I can at least I can at least pat myself on the back and say in my head I was saying Lil Guipo, but then the speech chat said Lil Guipo, and then I wasn't sure anymore.
You were right. I took I took Spanish half year at kindergarten, and then I moved to Florida.
That's all the prep you need, I guess, for moving to Florida. Just
Well, no. I mean, no. Well, I lived in Southern California, so everyone was taught Spanish there in school, and then I moved to North Florida, which is not the same as Southern Florida.
Yeah.
North Florida is basically Georgia.
Man, I took 3 years of French in high school and intended to take the 4th class, but they didn't have enough people sign up for it. So I ended up taking Spanish just because I needed electives, and I ended up getting credit for Spanish 2, but not credit for Spanish 1 because 3 years of French and French are so similar. I was able to blast through Spanish 1, so the teacher gave me like an independent study in the back of the classroom, and so I got credit for 2 but not 1, and that means I finished 4 language classes during high school. And there was a girl in my class that got an award at the end of the year for having the most language classes, and she had 5, and I was like, really? If I'd have gotten credit for 1 and 2, then I would have had 5 as well. But
you know, it's funny. I feel like I've never actually said this to you, and I've told people this. I've definitely mentioned this, probably on VRMLcast, that I took 3 years of French in high school. 2 of those years was French 2 twice, and I failed it both times. Yeah, I cheated. I took French 1 my freshman year. I cheated my way through. Me and 3 other buddies basically all learned just a little bit, and so we could cheat off each other enough to pass. So then once I got to French 2, I didn't fucking know any French.
Dude, did you just see that move?
No, I didn't.
I'm so sorry. Big Bot that was, somebody clipped that. That was such a boss move right there.
I looked around and like.
He did, the angel, right? Is it angel when you shield and you maintain possession of the disc? Is that an angel?
Yeah,
The ender move?
Yeah, it's the name of it is the angel, but everyone just calls it the ender.
Yeah, so he did the ender right outside the 3-point line. It didn't matter because the goalie missed him, but then he just turned and shot it without even looking, and it was so cool looking. But anyways,
We'll pull up the replay.
yeah, I know you're right there, Ender. That's why I didn't want to call it the ender move.
Oh, it's Ender here.
Yeah, he's right there in the chat. No, I don't have the replay set up, so
Is that Ender?
that's the Ender VR. I don't know. I assumed it was. Guess that's an assumption.
Yeah, that's Ender. Yeah, that's Ender.
I mean, he did introduce himself into the chat by saying your mom. So right after I said what's up, so I assume that is actually Ender.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, that's Ender
Yeah,
Chicken.
that's how I looked at
I can't,
No, it's not. That's Ender.
I
It's
can't even
same
tell
PFP.
anymore.
Same PFP. So unless Ender Chicken is running around with Ender's PFP,
Yeah. So yeah,
that's Ender.
you took French and you failed it and stuff. Hey, Rinks, what's up? You wanna
Well, no. So I did actually get to finish. So I took French 2 just as because that was what I was supposed to take next, and I failed it. So then junior year I actually went to a different school in a different state, and then senior year I was back at my original school, and I got it in my head. I was like, you know what? I think this year I will try in French. So I was gonna take. So I was talking to the counselor, and because we were trying to figure out what class I was gonna take since I was transferring again. And I said, I'll take French 2 again. And she was like, she really was like, she was trying so hard to get me to not take this class because she knew I was going to fail it again. And I just was like, no, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do it. And dude, I didn't last the first 9 weeks. Like I literally, the second semester, I literally stopped because it was my first class.
Yeah.
I started sleeping in an hour later.
Why is it still?
Like I just started going to school an hour after school started.
Yeah. Leon just flashed the disc in front of the camera as if he knew it was there, but I don't think he did. I think it was just circumstantial.
Oh, Spot, dude, I had a hard time in school. Like, it wasn't. I didn't have a problem learning. Well, I did have a problem learning French. I'm not good because there's no pattern in language. Like numbers, there's patterns. You know, math was easy. Ooh. Math was always easy, but I still didn't. I still struggled. I struggled all through school. School was never not made for me. Not designed for me.
Don't talk about yourself that way. It's okay.
Oh man, I recognize one of those words, Little Guipo. I took 3 years of French, but I graduated the class of 007, so that was a while ago. I don't remember hardly any of it.
04.
Yep. Dude, I graduated, I think I've told you this before. I graduated the class of 007. I was in band, and our band director was so old school, he wouldn't let us play the James Bond theme song for graduation. I was a little upset about that.
I'm actually terrible.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Just 14 years of
Clear,
making.
well, I think it's obviously something that really aggravated you at the time.
It's like, dude, this opportunity only comes around once a century. And James Bond wasn't relevant 100 years ago, and he's not going to be relevant 100 years from now. So like, we should have been able to play the James Bond theme song for graduation. It's the only class ever that would have that opportunity. Class 007. Welcome to my thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So I started listening to reading what Sammy Gabby said.
Yeah.
So did you guys know that French has double tellers? And it's complicated because back then, the only people that could write were the monks, and they would charge per letter.
I think she meant double letters.
Oh, okay, double letters, yeah. That's an interesting theory.
The name is the Bond, Little Guipo.
Let's go.
You said it. He made a joke, but it's a philosophical truth.
Come on, man. You bitch.
Is that a substantiated theory? Because that's wild.
That is pretty wild.
I'm on bot. Damn it. Throw it down. Throw it down.
Oh, and now I'm doubting her because that's a total opinion right after that. Oh, that's not even the same person. Swag said
I
that.
did too. What the?
Sammy Gabby dropping
You
facts.
did get it. Nice.
Swag dropping
Swag,
opinions.
did you know Italian is 50% sign language?
No comment.
I'm allowed to say that because I'm 25% Italian.
Coffee
Dude, that's
and
wild,
vodka.
Gabby. That is wild. That's really interesting. That is really interesting. Like, God, your power structures, man. The things people like the way language used to be used to cut people off from knowledge. Like,
Newt, what's up?
it's crazy.
Coming in
You
here
look
watching
back,
this
you
day.
look back like the old church. You know, well, I'm not gonna start, but yeah, man. Dude. Like, do you know, like that's why Latin mass is the thing. I'm not gonna start.
Dude, feel free.
Sammy, no, that was the wrong topic to bring up.
You're just commenting earlier about setting me off on something, and here you're about to go off on something Sammy said.
Well, the only reason I said something about your rant is because, like,
Because you know
that's one of those topics we disagree on, and like I didn't want to argue about it. You know what I mean?
We could have a healthy debate here. This.
No, I don't know. Like that, those kinds of topics, like that topic in particular, I don't want to argue about because we will not come to an agreement, and it'll just be dissatisfying. You know what I mean?
I
Like
hear you.
I know because it's such a subjective thing that like I have no expectation that I'm going to convince you otherwise.
Well, no, I wouldn't expect to convince you otherwise. But it's still, you know, you and I respect each other enough. I think we could have those kind of debates without getting mad at each other. I'm not saying we should tonight here on Beer League.
No,
but I'm saying
I'm
we
also
could.
like we've all seen that for some dumb reason I will sometimes get fucking angry for no reason. So like, yeah, if it's a topic I know we're diametrically opposed on, just for the sake of let's not I don't want to accidentally get angry, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
You're like, no, it's because of this. You're like, why are you angry? I don't fucking know.
Well, Link, Dim just yelled, which means you're not listening to Senate, you're listening to Parliament.
That too.
Hey, Ryan, thank you for subscribing, buddy. I'm pretty sure you're my second subscriber ever.
The gentleman will have order. The gentleman will observe order.
Dude, watching Parliament, like serious Parliament debates, is not even.
It reminds me of a rap battle.
Dude, it is entertainment of the highest order. It is such intellectual entertainment. It is not even. It's not like watching the government. It's like watching a sketch show.
Well, you know, when you're watching. The other thing, we're not going to get onto the topic, but one of the big differences between the two is when you're watching Parliament, you're watching all of Parliament. When you watch C-SPAN and you're watching someone give a speech, there's a really good chance that's the only motherfucker in the room.
Yes, sure too.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, that is so fucking American, too. That is so reality TV. Anyways. That's God. That just that fits the theme of America.
Yeah, you watch C-SPAN to go to sleep. You watch Parliament to just have a good. You make a drinking game out of watching Parliament. We should do that. We should host a Beer League podcast, like the night, like pre-Beer League podcast. Might have to start becoming Parliament videos, just to warm up.
I only support that idea if it's Parliament Funkadelic.
What is that?
What?
Nope, I don't know.
Parliament Funkadelic?
I don't know, man.
They're like one of the. They're like OG funk. Really? they're from the 70s, or maybe even 60s. I'm not even sure.
Is Parliament Funkadelic like one name of a band or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a funk band.
I didn't know that. That's all right.
Might be disco. Might actually be disco. I think it's funk. I think it's considered funk. Maybe it's disco. I don't know.
I don't know if I can do disco. I can do funk. Funk is something to it.
If it's disco, it's like funk. It's like funky disco.
It's funky disco, but man. Oh, you mean the band? Yeah, I got you. Funky Monkey Friday. Guys, who's hyped for Season 3 VRML? I'm just going to throw that out there real quick because I'm fucking hyped. Monday Match Madness. I'm so excited about Monday Match Madness. I took off this week because I had last Friday and this Friday off of work. So I took 4 days off PTO this week so I could have a nice 10-day vacation with only 4 days taken off. And then I realized that Monday is the beginning of Season 3, and I thought to myself, I cannot not be in the chat with my full attention for Monday Match Madness on the first day of Season 3, so I actually took an extra day off vacation just so I can join you guys in Discord and freak the fuck out about matches coming out on Monday. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the matches stream. I'm probably gonna do the match stream on Monday.
Nice.
And I also want to bring back the Echo, and I've been because I can't, I always have like ideas for it, but I can't do anything that I need to plan extensively for. Otherwise, I'll just burn out on it too fast. So I think I'm just gonna go really freeform with it. And I think so. Like on Mondays, just whenever the fuck I feel like starting the cast, I think I'll be coming back and just like talking about Master Tier.
Yeah. I would like to see
That'll
the
be
Echo come back. That was one of the podcasts that I enjoyed. Yeah, I know you. So fun fact for everyone who's watching right now, Dim tried to get me on the Echo for he invited me kind of early on, but at the time I was so nervous about going live and putting myself out there, and I was like, yes, but I never actually really committed. And now look at how far I've come, y'all. I'm doing my own cast every week. I've officially become a new caster for VRML for Season 3. And so at this point, dude, I would be stoked to come on your podcast, and I'd honestly be a little sad if the Echo didn't come back. I always like the Echo.
Yeah, it's just I'm not.
Thanks,
I
Link.
just have I just have a problem streaming. Like something about streaming. Like I always like the idea of it, and then once I'm doing it, I'm like
Yeah.
But I think it's coming back because I love talking about Echo. So I figure if I just make it freeform and I just do like a non-scripted thing, and I don't even mean like scripted. I mean like not even structured. Like just open it up and be like, all right, what do I feel like talking about today?
Basically the Beer League
Who am I
podcast,
talking about
except it
with?
would be about VRML instead of Beer League.
Explicitly about what's going. Yeah, well, not even about VRML, about Master Tier.
Gotcha.
With that, probably with a heavy focus, almost certainly with a heavy focus on North American Master Tier.
Yeah.
I got you.
Look, Weepo, I and Link. Link says, "Can I request go to be our caster?" I assume you mean for Wrath. And then Lil Weepo for Mexicans the Mist. I definitely am planning on casting many games this season. I will definitely be getting on a Wrath cast at some point. I will definitely be getting on a Mexicans in the Mist cast at some point.
See, what Link has to remember is that Wrath. Is it Wrath? Wait, I don't even remember who our Master Tier teams are.
Wrath is a Master Tier team.
Okay, so they're a Y'all are a Master Tier team, which means you're probably gonna be put on VRML 1 a lot, which means Gil's gonna have limited access to you at first.
Yeah, because I'm still the noob. I haven't passed my hazing rituals yet.
Yeah, so
What was it? Remember Family Guy? Did you watch Family Guy? The episode where they initiated the new member to the Supreme Court. Did you watch that episode? Do you remember that?
no,
Where like
I
pick up.
saw probably like every episode from the first 3 to 5 seasons, somewhere in there. I saw all those episodes a million times, and then after that, it's hit and miss. But I don't think I saw that one.
I
don't
got
remember
you.
it.
So there was an episode where they I don't even remember who it was. I watched for a long time. I probably quit watching them for like season 9 or something. But they had an episode where the Supreme Court hazing initiation ritual was like the dude had to pull his robes up so that it was like tight against his skin, like hold it like a dress, and he had to pick up a cherry with his butt cheeks and take it through this obstacle course and drop it in a cup. And it was like,
You know what?
It was the dumbest
As you
thing, but
describe
like,
it, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Now that you're describing it, I think I have seen it.
it was silly because it was like, this is the Supreme Court, but they're doing this silly little like frat boy thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I don't know. I went off on a big tangent there. Had nothing to do with casting, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into casting for the season.
The Family Guy format was so because like all their jokes were most of them were basically just non sequiturs that they just slapped into the middle of the narrative,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so, did you see the Cartoon Wars South Park series?
Yeah, I did.
And it was like in like at one point Bart Simpson made an appearance, and it was Bart and Cartman, but Cartman is going. He's trying to get some of yeah. Family Guy is going to have an episode with Muhammad, and it was the South Park episode that was going to have Muhammad, and so Cartman is trying to get the show pulled, and he gets to he's trying to get to the writers of Family Guy, and he shows up, and it's dolphins in a tank that are picking balls at random.
Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that.
And I was like, you know what? As much as I love Family Guy, I get that's funny.
Yeah.
Like I get it. That's kind of on. Like the jokes don't fit the narrative. They're just there. You know, but I don't care. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I didn't watch a whole lot of South Park, but I did definitely watch those episodes. And then I also heard, I don't know, I think I read this on Facebook or something, so who knows if it's true, but I remember reading that after South Park did those episodes, the writers of The Simpsons sent the writers of South Park a bunch of flowers, like in real life. And I don't know, I thought that was
I believe it.
entertaining.
No, I could, yeah, because like that scene with Bart and Cartman, where it's like, I think Cartman's like, well, "What's the worst thing you've ever done?" And Bart gives this high school prank level like answer, like it's the most evil thing, and Cartman's like, "I killed a kid's parents and fed them to him." It's like, because dude, have you seen that episode? I'm sure you have. Scott, is it the Scott Tenorman? Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I've only seen probably
if you don't know,
15
then you don't.
episodes of
Then
South
no,
Park,
you haven't seen it.
and it's been a long time since I've watched any of those.
If you had seen this one, you'd remember it. It was one of those that was so fucking out there because so how it starts is Scott Tenorman basically he does that thing where like he does, you know, like an older kid will sometimes trade with a younger kid and get the better of the younger kid and like get something out of the trade, like more money or some baseball card or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so South Park has this episode where Scott Tenorman does that to Cartman, and he ends up getting Cartman's $20 or something. And Cartman's like, shit, he ripped me off. So he goes to Scott Tenorman's house. He's like, hey, man, that wasn't fair. And Scott Tenorman's like, oh, my bad, here. And he does it again and gets even more from Cartman. So then Cartman hosts a chili Carna cook-off or something. It's a chili cook-off contest. And it's between him and Scott Tenorman. And they get the whole town there. And Scott Tenorman put pubes in the chili. And Cartman is sitting there eating it and smiling the whole time, knowing there's pubes in the chili. He's like, oh, this chili is phenomenal, Scott. This chili is phenomenal. How's yours? Is yours good? And Scott's like, oh, yeah, yours is, oh, it's so good. And Cartman starts explaining that he lured Scott Tenorman's parents out to a farm and then reported to the farmer that there were people out there trying to steal his cattle. So the farmer came out, killed Scott Tenorman's parents. Cartman then chopped them up and cooked them into the chili and fed them to Scott Tenorman.
I think they got it. Wait.
Yep.
Dude, and that was like 1998.
Yeah.
99.
I feel like I remember
The
thinking.
episode was so fucked up, it was an instant classic.
Yeah, I remember thinking when Adult Swim started becoming like really popular. Was it? Wait, now I'm gonna check myself. Was South Park on Adult Swim?
No, South Park was always on Comedy Central.
It was not on Adult Swim, even like reruns.
No.
Okay.
Maybe, but it would have been. No, actually, no, because it's still on Comedy Central.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. I remember when watching South Park and
I don't think so. I'll look it up.
the few episodes of South Park I saw, and then most of Family Guy, and then a few of the other shows. I watched Adult Swim for a few years. I remember thinking like, at this point, these channels or these shows are just trying to figure out how far they can push it before they get banned. Canceled is the TV term for that.
What the fuck?
Oh,
No, I just found this fan. It was created for the Nickelodeon television network. Fucking what?
Well, that might make sense because like Nick used to be kids only, and then they did a thing where they had Nick, and then they had Nick Jr.
Now you can hit it.
It's like Nick.
Well, yeah. Well, Nick Jr.'s been around since I was a kid.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I didn't have cable as a kid. Cable.
We didn't
He
have.
did not hit a post. He's finally like, oh, I can.
Let's
make
see.
it. I got it.
I don't know why we had Nickelodeon. We never had Disney Channel. We did have cable. Okay, that's fair. I lived in a you know, my father was successful when I was young, but only when I was young.
Like we had the money for it. My parents didn't want to spend the money on television. Like we saw and we owned a lot of movies, but we didn't really do television. And so like we just had like the local free TV. We never had cable or satellite. Of course, the internet wasn't something you went to watch TV at that point when I was growing up. So like we would go to my grandparents and watch all these extra channels because they had satellite TV and it was amazing. Even though there was never fucking anything on. We would just watch like, oh look, Nickelodeon. I don't understand this cartoon because I haven't seen the whole show, but I'm gonna watch it anyways because it's just there. Dude, get the fuck out of here with SpongeBob. Come on.
SpongeBob came out just after I stopped watching like.
Hey, thanks, Spud, for watching. Good night, dude.
Later, Spud. You know what's cool? Nickelodeon had. You remember All That on Nickelodeon?
Ooh,
Did you happen to watch that?
Feel like I do, but I can't.
I watched it religiously. Like I think that's the reason I'm so into SNL. Like I watch SNL religiously.
Yeah.
And I've grown up with Kenan Thompson. Like I grew up watching Kenan on All That, and then by the time when I first started watching SNL, it was with Will Ferrell, but Kenan was a writer at the time, so he was on the show, but I didn't know he was on the show yet. And then now he has the record he's been on the show for the longest out of any cast member in history.
Oh yeah.
On SNL, yeah. And I feel like I grew up with that dude. You know what I mean? Like watching him on sketch comedy. And yeah, I like that's one. It's such a random celebrity thing. Like I really want to meet Kenan Thompson someday, just because like I've grown up with him. You know what I mean? Like
I get that.
Yeah. Like it's fucking I feel like I have a connection, even though I know I don't. It's all the thing, but yeah.
Not necessarily your hero, but he's just been there your whole life, so it's like
yeah. Yeah, not a hero by any means. He's just he's always his comedy his stupid comedy has always been there.
Yeah. All right, so this is this is round 3 of the first set tonight. We've done absolutely 0 casting. We've just been having a great time hanging out with each other. So this is let's see, round 3. Orange team took the second round. Blue team took the first round. 12-4. 4 minutes to go and 12 seconds. And at this point, SirDimwi, I'm gonna have you do some of your pro casting while I mute myself and go use the bathroom.
Pro casting.
Yes, pro casting. You're on the spot. Go.
Hold on. I gotta take a drink here. Because my mouth is dry.
Oh shit. Well, I'll join in that. Hey, everyone in the chat, take a drink. Clink. Cheers to those of you who are old enough to drink. Those of you who are not, thanks for joining us anyways.
No, we're pro.
Yeah. Cheers. Clink.
Clink. It's gonna be Neon with that one. I'm gonna send that one down the trench. Takes a double hop in the trench, so it's not gonna have that trajectory to get to the goal, as we talk about frequently. You need to get either a single hop or a clean roll in the trench for a shot on the goal there. You can't get 2 hops, 3 hops. It has to be 1 hop or a clean roll. And that's Big Bot picking that one up in the orange side, but stuff there by Monster Gamer, going for a long shot there. He's gonna hit it 29 meters out, 18 meters a second. Monster Gamer is gonna hit that one from the tubes. What a shot there from Monster Gamer, and that's gonna cut that orange team lead down to 5 here. 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna have about 2:40 once we come out of the tubes. 5-point game. It's a minimum of 2 goals, potentially 3 that Blue has to make up here. And yes, Link, I have water. I'm not drinking. I'm not sober, but I'm not drinking, and that's all we'll say about that because I live in Pennsylvania. So that's going to be Neon there, ducking that chain. Going to handle that one. Going to send that one up there to Haircut Vert. Haircut going to send that one up there to Akity. Akity, one of our fellow casters, going to send that one across far side there to Big Bot. Big Bot coming in. He's got maybe gets a one-on-one. No, that's a oh, what a juke there coming in, taking the shot, and he's going to hit that one for the 2. And they're going to push the lead back up by 7. And that's all the pro you're gonna get out of me for right now.
Great, dude. That was good. I have no idea what happened, but I enjoyed it.
You caressed that pole.
So I've got a wireless headset on. This my mic is a wireless gaming headset with a mic and nice headphones. So when I walk away from my PC, people can sleep. That's why I don't know if you watched me on Beer League podcast before, you can hear me getting a refill. Because I can just walk into my kitchen and get a refill, and my mic is still attached to me. But you know, when I go to the bathroom, it's the same thing. It just the headset stays on me, so I can still hear you. But the problem is, like, I get so paranoid, people are gonna hear me peeing on stream. So I have to test it like 6 times before I actually leave the room.
I couldn't find you. I probably could have just
No, see, I have a wireless headset as well. When I cast though, I use this mic here because it makes because my voice sounds better with it.
Yeah.
But when I'm otherwise using Discord, I use my headset mic because it's a piece of shit, but it don't matter.
Yeah.
But when I want to turn it off, I just fold it up. It folds straight up, so when it's pointing up, and it also makes a noise in the headset to tell me it's off or on.
Dude, do you have a Logitech G935? Because that's what mine is, and it's the same thing. It's that mic that just folds up. Oh, okay.
I originally bought these to use them with the Rift S.
Yeah.
But they don't. The moment I tilt my head back, they want to fall off.
Oh,
and if I do that with any sort of power behind it, they'll fly off.
Yep.
So I could never. Actually, I did use them with the Rift S. Well, that's right. I couldn't use them with the Quest because they'll fall off. With the Rift S, I actually expanded. So even though they're so massive, I expanded the headset and wrapped it around the headset because the way these are designed, it kind of clipped into place incidentally, and so it would actually sit there. And that's a 12-point lead there to end this one in the 3rd round there to Orange team.
Dominant lead in the last 2 games by the Orange team, but the Blue team did win the first one, so good matchup. It would have went to 3rd round if this were
5-on-3. 4-on-3. Is it 4-on-3? Is Summer playing right now?
Oh, I have no idea. She was. She scored earlier, so she might have just been away for a minute. That's right. Link in the chat saying my boy Vert killing it. Vert and Link are IRL friends, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that Haircut got brought into Beer League because Link knows him personally. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. They were posting pictures, hanging out for New Year's.
Wait. Link, that picture you posted in Beer League for New Year's, was that you and Haircut? I just thought one of them was you. I didn't realize.
There were a couple pictures they posted last night.
Dude, I gotta go back and look at that. I didn't realize it was both of you. I just thought it was you.
Yeah, and Link looked proper tossed, dude. He looks so lit up. Link, dude, you look so lit in those pictures. Like, full on, tossed.
Dude, I was pretty drunk at myself when I posted them, so I don't even know.
He doesn't look like his hair isn't messy or anything. It's not that kind of toss, but his eyes, dude.
Yeah.
They're so glassed.
Well, I mean, anytime someone posts a picture of their face on Discord, you gotta assume they're probably there's at least a 60% chance they're not entirely sober. You know what's funny? Actually, I just remembered as I said that I originally commented in the Beer League Discord when we were talking early in the month about the giveaway we were doing, which we did earlier tonight on this stream. We were talking about earlier this month about doing that, and I forget who it was, but someone was talking about the kind of that they didn't think I would actually put names in a hat or something. And I was like, no, I'm actually gonna be putting the names in a legit handmade leather pork pie hat. And I ended up not doing that. I ended up doing it on Discord, all digital, so that it could be streamed easier. But I did take a picture of myself wearing the pork pie hat so that I could legitimize myself, and then I totally forgot to put it on the stream. So, regrets.
I'm pretty sure I'm not getting my food.
Oh no, that was forever ago.
Yeah, it just keeps pushing the time back, and it's not showing any drivers. I don't think it's happening,
I'll ask.
That
which
sucks.
is unfortunate. It's a Friday night. It's Friday night. What's going on?
Friday night.
Giligin, say something.
I know it's. We're probably under lockdown.
Hey,
I don't
I
keep.
think.
up
Hey,
with it.
wait,
I don't
wait.
go anywhere anyways. So
Is Neon yelling at us?
shut up, Neon.
I had him first.
I think they're trying to get our attention, but I can't.
Never mind, I'm back with Neon.
No, he used Neon because
Oh, they're arguing about which team we're gonna stick with because I got an
Yeah.
invite from Monster, but I got an Atlas host by Neon.
He didn't realize.
I think they are fighting over the server right now.
Yeah.
Who's gonna leave?
You know what? Lil Guipo, just for you, bud. Since I forgot to share it earlier,
I'll have Atlas.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw up that photo of the sick ass handmade leather pork pie hat that I have because it's a dope hat. Let me see. Let me
Like 3 out of the last 5 weeks.
see if I can get that here real quick, just for a second.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Next week.
It's gonna be up for like 3 seconds, so you better be watching.
What the hell was that? I'm like in a.
Holy God, that is huge. All right, let me.
Who's got gills?
I can't find my mute.
I'll get it.
We're gonna shrink this down a whole lot.
On my phone, I'll just ask there.
It's not even
Yeah.
showing up.
Have you used? Have you ever? There's a hold on. There's a mode in OBS. It's one of the options on the right. Hold on, I'm about to find it.
Is this showing on the
Studio-
stream? It's
studio
not showing on
mode.
OBS. I can't even find it.
No, but hit studio mode on the right there, bottom right, bottom right.
Studio
all the way up.
mode. Whoa.
So now you can make changes in that left, whichever window is not the live window. I think it's the left
Preview
one.
and program.
Yeah. That so you can make changes there and then push them live.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you can also you can use that to queue up the next scene.
Cool. I'm
Like, this
liking
guy's-
guys.
Yeah.
It's neat. It's not showing up though, so I'm just gonna remove it and try again.
Oh, is it in the right order?
Yeah, it was. It was on top. I don't know
Okay.
why it didn't show up. It showed up for a split second, and then I moved it to the bottom, and then when I moved it back to the top, it was no longer there.
On the right wall somewhere.
You could hear him
This way? Yeah,
Oh, there it is. It's amazingly huge. Okay, I'll shrink it down, then I'll put it live.
This one? This one?
Oh my god, it's so big. It's gonna be so fucking dumb on this stream. Alright,
You can shrink it.
I did. No, I did. But I'm just saying, it looks so non-echoey. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Alright,
Good.
so how do I make it go live after I'm seeing it in the preview?
There's a couple buttons in between the two of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are off the top of my head.
Transition, quick transition, cut, fade, and then
Transition.
slider.
Or do fade. Do fade.
Do a fade.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll fade.
there it is.
Okay, wait.
The display is messing me up.
There
I
it
don't
is.
see
fellas.
it. There it is.
That's the pork pie hat that the names were supposed to go in tonight, but I decided to do it on Discord.
Let's go.
That's right.
Do you use beard oil?
I do not. I don't do shit to my hair, dude. I've had people.
I just ordered some.
Oh yeah.
Did somebody say
I ordered a
something
little
the other
kit.
day?
It's not a kit. It's not a full kit. It's got a so it's got this wooden comb, and it's the two sides are different sizes, and also got these little scissors. So like you use the two different sizes to trim from the top down. So like the small size at the top, then the bigger size at the center, and then that blends it down to the larger part down at the bottom. And then with beer, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
World's here because you guys invited him.
I didn't invite him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had long hair. I haven't cut my hair since like my head hair, not my beard, my head hair. Neon, I see you in the chat, dude. I was distracted. I apologize.
Listen to your stream.
I'm listening to my fucking stream, asshole. I don't know. Y'all fight it out. I responded in Discord. Y'all fight it out. I don't care who we follow. We're gonna follow whoever stays in this lobby, because that's easier for us.
All right, so I guess we'll leave and leave you to follow Monster because you followed me like 3 weeks in a row.
All right, that works. Thanks. That's honorable of you or something. Thanks, man.
Where's Monster? Monster's not even in this game right now.
Oh, that's right. He's not. Well, I guess we'll be following the blue team.
He was on blue, right?
Yeah, he was. Whirl
He
is
has to.
from the next team, so Whirl's not actually on blue team. He's gonna be on the orange team.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't cut my hair since like
Monster's gone.
2011 or something. My hair goes down past like the bottom of my like. I'm pretty sure I can touch my belly button with my hair. That's how long it is. And I've for years had people ask me like, "Oh, your hair looks so luscious. How do you take care of it?" I'm like, I just fucking shampoo it with 3-in-1 shampoo and then dry it off, and that's it. Like I don't do shit to it. And then I started growing my beard out, and I got asked by like 3 or 4 different family members, like, would you want some beard oil and stuff for Christmas? And I'm like, what? No, I don't spend that kind of time on myself. Like I'm just
considering it only because I know I'm going to be spending more time on camera
yeah.
in the coming months, and so I've been thinking about, all right, how can I freshen up here?
Yeah, that makes sense. I
Like,
mean,
you know.
I don't care if anyone. I mean, I'm not. It's not like.
Well, I'm not saying that to justify myself using it. I'm saying that to try to convince you to consider trying it.
Well, I mean, it's a fair argument. It is. I wore for when we were on the stack a couple weeks ago with Sputnik Cobra every Wednesday, and today apparently does the community podcast called The Stack, where he hosts different people from the community. You can also check it out.
That's broader. That's more than just the Echo community too. Like what he's doing is really fucking awesome, and I think I wish he was still here to hear this, but I think what he's like okay, so like God, I'm doing that thing. So the Echo, like the podcast I'm doing is like that I've done is it's limited as Echo, like it's just Echo, it's only Echo. And even like the beer league, the podcast here, even though we talk about a lot of stuff, it's still like it's Echo centric.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we talk about South Park and Family Guy. It's all about Echo.
He's hitting a broader thing. You know what I mean? He's not just doing Echo. He's doing kind of VR in general. And I think if he keeps doing that in his format, I wish he was here to hear me say this, because I want him to know how much I respect what he's doing. I think he has the potential to grow bigger than all of our shit. Like all of it, like
yeah.
even VRMO.
Well, I mean, his production,
VRMO.
The production value of what he does is definitely above what you and I do. Yeah,
I just think the format itself, just in the topic covered, I think he can really, and especially the way he, because Sput is so personable. You know what I mean? And he'll get you talking about interesting. I can't talk. Interesting shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had to actually enunciate it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, I love what he's doing.
So yeah, Sputnik Cobra, twitch.com/Sputnik
Hey,
Cobra.
whoever's playing that music through the thing is gonna get the fucking stream strike. Like, cut that out.
Yeah. Wow, you
I'm gonna go
made it
greet
happen.
whoever's showing
I think they
up
just
the
left the
song.
arena, but still, thank you.
That's a good song.
Spud is great. He's an asset to the community for sure. He's doing his own thing, but he's also an asset to the community. So yeah, Sputnik Cobra. But yeah, he's got The Stack, and it's a podcast that he does every week. And SirDimwi and I were both on it for the same episode a couple weeks ago, and or back to the original point, which is a long train, and that's fine, but just a long train back to that original thought. We're talking about like presentability on stream and stuff, and beard oil and all that. Yeah, I actually considered what shirt I would be wearing for that, and I wore my OC5 community jersey that I got, which had my name on it, and it was black, and it said like VRL and ESL, and I don't know what else it said on it. I wore that, and you couldn't even tell on the stream. So like, I mean, and not to say that like I don't.
Wait, I swear I noticed that.
Oh, did you?
Did I? Does it not say anything on the front?
It does, but it's only like a small thing on like the left breast area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I noticed. Yeah, I saw it. I
Okay.
didn't point it out, but I did. I remember noticing that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it showed up at all, but sweet. Yeah, but yeah, I wore that on. It's like one of the few. Like, I'm not the kind of person that wears jerseys, but like I'm stoked to wear them for I almost said ESL, for Echo. And now that I am starting to, starting to get into casting, and I'm a VRMO governor, like I assume that I will be on camera a little more often now, as we're watching you guys do the venues and all that stuff last season, and the season before. And so when I'm making all kinds of crazy passes with my conversation, but the point is, a little amount of attention I give to my personal appearance is not just like, oh, yeah, like I don't judge people that do put attention on it, but it's like I know that I like being a caveman. And so I enjoy being in my home alone and not doing shit. So like, yeah, when people ask me if I want beard oil or like what do I do to my hair, like I don't do shit, because I'm not shaving, not for the look of the beard. I'm not shaving because it takes effort to shave, and I just don't.
Oh, just to be clear, that was absolutely not criticism.
Oh no, I didn't take it that way at all. I just,
all right,
yeah.
Because I'm just because I was considering it because I think it might make my beard look nicer.
Thank you.
Actually, I think it might make my beard look nice.
Yeah.
It might make yours look nicer.
For sure.
Because I have a very Irish beard. You know what I mean? It's very wiry. And it's hard. To, it doesn't. I don't know. It's not. So post? No, not right now. No. There's plenty of pictures of me out there.
No. Do you know what he's referring to? He's not saying you should post it. He's saying.
Oh, shut up.
Thank you, Guivo, for bringing that into the podcast.
I'm not casting any of your
Also, thank you to Warby.
I hope you're not a child.
I don't know who you are, but thanks for showing up.
Because that was kind of intense. Sorry. But no. Well, I saw it because. Well, the reason I do grow a beard for a specific, it's not because. So it's like partly because shaving's a pain in the ass, but also because well, I mean, I do when I do keep up with it, I do more chin strappy, but also the beard looks better on a rotund face. So that's really the plus I'm starting to get the gray in the beard, which I hate the fact that I'm getting gray.
Yeah.
But I look more sophisticated.
Oh yeah, there's that distinguished look you get with the salt and pepper look.
Yeah, the salt and pepper. I'm starting to get the salt and pepper in the beard, and I'm like, you know what? I can run because there's an image I've seen. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna start leaning into that.
Yeah.
I'm now looking into to glasses with clear lenses.
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding about that.
I will judge you for that. I won't judge you for the beard oil. I will judge you for the.
Oh, I'm so kidding.
Shit.
I'm so kidding about that. I would not actually do that. That reminds me. Are you familiar with the Great Randy?
Oh, hang on a second. I will respond to that in a minute. Right now, what's happening in Beer League is this is our traditional pre-game ritual where everyone joins around the nest and everyone takes a shot, a drink. They all cheers. They say clink, because if you cheers online and you don't say clink, it doesn't count. So everyone gathers around the nest, raises their glasses, their shot glasses, their bottles, their cans, whatever they got, and proposes a toast. Everyone drinks, and that is reinforcing the sense of community we have here, because this is not a competitive league. Beer League is not competitive. We do this for fun. We play 3 rounds, no matter who wins the first 2, because this is Beer League where everything's made up and the points don't matter. We do 3 rounds. We do 12-minute clocks because we do 15 seconds after each goal, and that is to give everyone time to laugh about what just happened, time to grab a quick quick drink if they're fast enough, and time to shit talk each other, because open comms is the rule here. So yeah, this is a not competitive league. Fresh teams every week. We do this. Look at that. That was very professional right there. Caught it right in the. Oh, there's another one.
So here's what I've decided. If they give us as a reward for giving us a good round, if it is close in the last 2 minutes, I'll turn the voice on for the last 2 minutes.
Oh, all right.
Of any round that is close for the rest of the night.
That's a good deal. I will also sign on to that.
Oh, how'd you give me some?
But yeah, this is Beer League. We don't
Uh-oh.
do serious shit here. This is all for fun. It's just a way for people to unwind every Friday. And Kimzel with the first goal of this set. Oh, Orange Team. Someone on Orange Team has it set for their team name to be 4-for-4. That's got to be Kimzel because that was her team name for combat, right? For the Flamingo League.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So shout out to the Echo Combat Flamingo League, aka ECFL, run by Robo Creator, I believe.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with
At
that,
least primarily.
yeah. So if you're not familiar with that, oh shit, we just disconnected from the chat for a second, which means that I forgot to reconnect my computer to my modem because my router's going out and disconnects us every 30 minutes for a second or two. So I apologize to everyone in the stream. I'm aware of the problem. I know what the problem is, and I forgot to fix it.
Way to go,
before
man.
tonight. Yep.
Jeez.
Pro streamers
Wait,
here.
actually,
Ooh, look at that.
That was long there. So you actually caught it pretty quick.
Yeah. See, I don't know, man. I've started so many trains of thoughts. I've interrupted you a few times. I don't know where we were supposed to be, but
Oh, dude, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm with Weepo. Season 3 so close. You know, I'm really excited for season 3, but actually, what the feeling I'm feeling most is anxiety. I'm so anxious to just get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? Just like get it going, and then once we're going, it'll be all excitement. But God damn it! We got it.
I totally get it, dude. As a VRML governor and you as being a VRML league moderator, like we've spent so much time trying to get things ready for Monday, and at this point, there's not a whole lot left to do, but
Still a little bit to do.
there's still stuff to do. But at this point, a lot of it is just, oh my God, what's going to happen Monday at noon? And so we're real nervous about this. I mean, I feel the same way every time I stream. I get super nervous right before the stream goes live, and then as soon as it starts, I'm good. But I was more nervous about doing the giveaway stream earlier than I was about doing an actual this podcast thing. Real quick before you say what you're getting ready to say, Thunder Echo VR and Polo21 in the chat. Thanks for joining us, guys. This is the Beer League Caster. I'm Giligin. My host there is SirDimwi, Pro Caster, Pro VRML Caster. So welcome to the chat. Thunder Echo VR. I gotta ask, are you an Onward player? Just curious, because your name's.
Oh man.
Just curious if you're a specific.
There's
someone.
a few Thunders around.
There
I know
are.
There
I
was,
was just
there
wondering
was a
which one this
Thunder in the last Rookie Cup, the last Rookie tournament.
All right, so you were not Thunder Pilot. Gotcha.
There was another Thunder who appeared around the same time, I think, but mostly I see him around Discord, and I confuse him with the other Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Just checking, Thunder. You never can be too sure.
No, I know when somebody's covering me correctly.
Well, it's like, I don't know, like all the Thunder names appeared at the same time. Like that doesn't typically happen. Usually somebody establishes, you know what I mean? So there's someone who establishes their name, and then someone comes in with like the slight alternative to the name.
Like Ender.
Yeah, and so it's easier to distinguish because you already were familiar with the first one. Whereas when both names come in at the same time, you don't have the same like familiarity with one of them to help distinguish between the two.
Right. Yeah, the Thunder I was thinking of, I don't think they may not even play Echo, but I'm familiar with them from a different VR game. So that guy's been around for a while, but he has not been around for a while in Echo. And you're absolutely right. Like the Thunders and Echo kind of all showed up at the same time. So it's a little, we gotta ask. Thunder. The Low Weepo? No, you're the only Low Weepo, dude. There are no other Low Weepos. Just like so far, there are no other Giligins. I'm the only Giligin.
There's no other SirDimwis.
There are no other There better never be any other SirDimwis.
It's fun. So like when I actually, who was I saying? I was talking to Sphinx actually the other day, and because he asked me, he asked me basically the origin of the name, and so I gave him the whole rundown. I gave him the whole.
You told him that you were French, but you also failed French class, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to point that out earlier, and I didn't get a chance to. And I throw that in real quick.
What I also ended up doing was I created such a unique name that like there's the enforcing the copycat rule is going to be cloud shot.
Oh, very close.
Enforcing the copycat rule would be so easy with my name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like Dimwit, like somebody could totally incidentally name themselves Dimwit, but Dimwi, like that, it's so unique. It's hard to make the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If someone accidentally came up with another SirDimwi, no one would ever believe them because your name is so unique.
I'm back in the middle tunnel bottom.
I'm not at nest. I'm not at nest.
Stop.
Sammy
like it.
Gabby, I gotta say, sorry, Sammy Gabby in the chat. Are you leaving? Are you still here? That looks like a goodbye message, and I'm gonna be sad if you're leaving. If you're just hanging out and saying it's cool to be here, then hey, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here every week. I really appreciate people showing up in the chat on a regular. It makes me feel good as a streamer. But also
a good save, apparently.
contributed to a lot of the shit that we do, that I say on chat. So, hope you're sticking around. But anyways, yeah.
The players reacted and Newt reacted.
Yeah, that was a good save.
I missed it.
I did too. I'm pretending like I didn't. Sammy, are you drinking wine again? Newt's gonna get the clip. Thank you, Newt.
Ridiculous things. What's out of here?
Yo, I'm drinking once again my beer league podcast special. I've got the coffee spiked with vodka, the hazelnut coffee spiked with vodka, which is surprisingly good. I didn't expect it to be good, but it's become something I kind of look forward to every week. It's become a flavor that I really enjoy. So to anyone watching now or later, red wine, hey, Sammy Gabby. Cheers, clink to all y'all.
It was from the right place. I planned it.
Thank you, Newt, for clipping that.
Oh no.
We'll check that out during the break. Newt, remind us after this round is over, and Dimwi and I will watch that clip real quick and get a view of that save that everyone reacts to.
Oh, I thought they were going to count.
No, you got some time. You got some
Good thing you didn't.
Yeah, it was a good save. It was a last minute save.
Oh, Dim's already react to it. Yeah, okay, so that's the end of my vodka coffee. So now I'm switching back to see. Do I want... let me see. I'm going to get a vote. Can I vote? Can I set up votes?
Yeah, you have to do it in the control board. I've never done it.
Yeah.
I've seen where it's done, but I've never done it myself. But I know it's in the control, like the mod view of the stream.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna figure out how to do that, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But so let's just take a vote. Let me get a vote in the chat. I think there's like 3 of you that are chatting with us right now. Appreciate all 3 of you. I'm either going to start drinking. I'm out of vodka and coffee, so I'm either going to start drinking vodka with a vanilla dry soda, or I'm going to start drinking beer. So beer or vodka, what's it going to be? Wait.
I don't know, but I know I'm gonna end up eating pizza at some point because
dude, I've got
that's
pizza.
not all I have in the house, and I didn't want to eat it because I didn't want pizza. But I'm not getting this food, even though it's still. I hate that it does this. It just keeps pushing it back every 10 minutes. It'll do that for a full hour before it cancels the order.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. I'm pretty sure the store's closed at this point. I don't know why it does that. Sorry. Anyways.
No, I've got pizza. We ordered pizza tonight. Well, I shouldn't say that. Pizza Tonight was actually a local pizza company for a long time. We ordered pizza, and we ordered it tonight, but we ordered Papa John's because Papa John's is the best.
I love Papa John's.
They're the best. They're not sponsoring me, but they should be. I'll rep them all night long if they want to sponsor me.
I know that Papa John's pizza is like, it's not, to purists, it's not pizza, and I get that, and I understand that.
I don't
because
get that.
like dude, I've worked in pizza for over a decade. Like I know pizza, and I've worked at so many different pizza places, different styles of pizza places. Nice goal, nice play.
So what's not authentic about Papa John's? Because they, real
it's
ingredients, real pizza.
Like their dough balls frozen. They get their dough balls frozen.
Dude, I think
they don't make their. Actually, they might make their dough. I'm not sure if they make their dough. But like it's all like it's corporatized. It's the chain oven. Uh, it's a conveyor oven. It's like air. So I don't know what it's the proper name for it is, but like it's the manufactured way of making pizza.
Well, you know what? As a personal opinion, and not as a connoisseur, but I was in Arizona one time. It was the first time that I actually had a chance to have an authentic Italian. Ooh, nice shot. Nice move there by Upload Sports. Assist by Summer. That's their first goal of the game so far. Yikes, it's a blowout. But love to see it. Good 2-pointer. My first time ever having a chance to try authentic Italian pizza. It was advertised as authentic Italian pizza. It was a little shop in Arizona, a little local shop in Arizona, run by Italians. They had the open brick oven type, like full on Italian.
Proper.
Yeah, I hated it. I didn't hate it. That's an exaggeration. It was not great.
I mean, there can be bad brick oven pizza, so I mean, it really depends on the place. But like, brick, it's.
But for my first experience with an open brick Italian, authentic, all that shit, it was disappointing.
And it's not that like it's not that there's anything necessarily wrong with the whole like corporate style of pizza, but it that's like it takes the character out of it. It takes
For
the
sure. Yeah, I get that.
it's all the cost versus flavor.
It takes the human out of it.
And whereas like it's how that place you went to was probably based around a certain flavor profile.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas Papa John's is based around the money.
For sure. So, does anyone? Oh, Thunder posting a paragraph. Let me read this real quick.
Oh, that's funny, Thunder. Sorry about that.
Oh no.
That's one of those things. I have to be very careful about the things I say because in season 1 I realized like if I say certain things, it's never anything that ever at the time feels like I've said anything that can cause anything. But then after the fact, I hear things like what you just said. I'm like, fuck, I really got to be better. I got to be careful about what I say.
Now I have a question. Then, did it start with the meatball ding, or did it start with the wireless jacks play?
That was the two very different things.
Yeah, but like when you first started realizing like what you say really matters, were either of those the first time?
No, the wireless jacks thing, that was more like that's a kind of an overall don't filter out. You can't say things that are proprietary, basically. Things that aren't supposed to be public knowledge. That was a very different sort of like watch what you say.
Yeah.
Whereas with the thing with like Thunder, there is that a lot of people are going to hear me say a certain thing, and so it carries a certain level of influence. And so that the whole the meatballer thing, that was like I poured so much just by reacting to what I saw. I poured gasoline over a truck fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And other things like you know what I mean.
Dude.
You can by focusing on a particular player, they get a lot of notoriety.
Yeah.
But that can also leave other people feeling like they're not getting their due. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like there's a lot of so they're two different. So in both instances, I would say I have to watch what I say. But in the one, I don't feel like I'm having to learn where the line is. I just have to remember to not cross it.
That makes sense.
And in the other, I'm constantly having to figure out, because it's such a like the fact that I confused him with someone who, you know what I mean, like that is such a random thing to turn into a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
how do you predict that?
Yep.
And so it's hard to. So that's the difference, I guess.
Man, Newton chat pointing out with B Love saying Jamin gay when he meant to say Game and J. and that happened a few weeks ago during one of the off-season events. And I remember I was watching live when that happened, and I laughed out loud when he said it because I knew it was a mistake. It was obviously a mistake. He didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
a slip of the tongue. But the fact that he didn't catch it made it kind of funnier because it's like, oh no, that's gonna be their, But then I kept watching the chat and like no one reacted to it, and I was like, am I the only one who heard that? And so I started doubting myself, and then I think it was one of the Ding boys. I can't remember if it was Swag or Steel or somebody. One of them, Super Buddy maybe. One of them posted the clip of it, and that made me laugh because like, okay, someone did see it, but there was a surprising lack of reaction in the chat. But yeah, Newt noticed obviously because he did say B-Love accidentally said Jame and Gay instead of Game and Jay, and it was a funny moment. That's one of those, when you go live, things are bound to happen, and you can't blame anyone for that. It's totally a mistake. We're all human, but it was a funny moment.
No, there have been a few times on stream where I've said something that either the way I enunciated it, or the way I cut off, or the way I phrase something, it sounds like I said something really inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I've been fortunate that nobody's caught any. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there
no one's
is
made a big deal of it.
What's really frustrating is there was one time I didn't actually say anything inappropriate, but everyone heard me say shit, and they were convinced I said shit. And I was like, I swear I did not know what I knew what I said, and I kept saying that's what I said. They were like, no, we know what you said. And I'm like, no, I literally did not say shit. I did not say that. I know I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I could be wrong, but I feel like I know. I feel like I remember that, but I might be. I can't tell you exactly when it was. I feel like I remember that happening.
Well, there's something I say that if I don't enunciate it well, it does sound like I'm saying shit.
See, and
I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, so that's one of the things with me. Like I've started casting. Like my entire casting experience has been just Beer League over the last 2 months, and I'm getting ready to start casting VRML Season 3. And there's a few things that I'm really nervous about because, for one, like on this channel, this is just my personal channel. Like I've had, like, I think my max amount of viewers was 25, and that would happen for like 5 minutes one time because I had another league governor on it, and she didn't know shit about Echo, and it was just like a funny moment. So like my average viewers are like less than 6, so it's not a big channel. But I'm getting ready to start doing VRML, and that's a huge channel where we get hundreds of viewers. But my thing is like that was a great shot. My thing is though, like on this channel, I don't give a fuck because I just said fuck. Like this is just my personal channel. It doesn't matter. I'm afraid I'm gonna slip up. Dude, Strimbitsky and Palador were casting a Wireless Jacks game. Wireless Jacks, my team from season 1 and 2 and preseason, they were casting one of our games, and it was during season 2, and it was one of Strimbitsky's few games where he cast the entire game and was not just between round commentary. And Blitz had a moment. My teammate Blitz had a moment where he took the goal in and had a little bit of a ping spike, and so it looked glitchy, and the casters and the chat all reacted, with the players too. Everyone saw it. We all reacted to it. But then on the replay, Strimbitsky was like, yeah, let's look at that. Let's see what it looked like. And he was like, oh yeah, that was fucked. And he said that on stream. And Palador was like, you're fired. And it was like a really funny moment where Strim's like, was pure reaction. Oh, there's another return. We just saw, who was that on the orange? I don't know who that was on the orange team. Someone on the orange team, I think it was Prime, just made a really great 3-pointer. And then Monster Gamer on the blue team just responded with a great 3-pointer on his own.
Another good shot.
Newt knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'll be one to get pro in the last 2 minutes.
And then Andy gifted 5 subs for Strim's mistake. Yeah, it was a really funny moment. But at the same time, like, I don't want to do that.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was towards the end of the season. It was really funny.
Honest to God, it's not a big deal. It's really, really, genuinely not a big deal. It's because like on like TV and shit, it's a big deal because you have to deal with censors and corporate pressure and possible fines, especially if your network, there's fines involved. With us, there's really no, because we're not, the 18 plus thing on Twitch is just to be fair to the audience, just in case you want to give that kind of warning.
Right.
You don't have to, but also like the whole thing is because we Echo Arena appeals to, especially being free, appeals to such a broad range of ages and influences. It's just a kind of a respect thing, but like it is 2020. Cursing is really a normal thing nowadays in America. It always has been in like Europe, and it's kind of finally it's not such a big deal, but there's still that thing, like there still are people, and so the idea is that we're trying to appeal to as broad an audience as possible, and so mistakes are fine because there's really no penalty for the mistake, for the slip up. So like don't even, you know what I mean, like be conscious of it, but if you slip, literally you might get a reaction out of Palador, but like that's because we're putting on a show. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so yeah, so don't sorry, I might be rambling a bit, but
No, fuck it.
yeah, don't yeah, I'm kind of treating it's like we're basically just in a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, this is my personal channel. This is not professional. That's exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, no, and it's not so much like I think I'm gonna get fired or anything like that. Like I'm not gonna get penalized in the stream or as a VRMO governor, like I'm gonna get penalized for that at all. But just what the fuck, Chuck?
What is this game?
Get out of here, man. That was
Chuck though.
That was Chuck.
How are you surprised?
Yeah.
When Chuck hits, I'm never surprised when Chuck hits.
I gotta say, honestly, I was really surprised, and then I saw Chuck Norris show up on screen. I was like, oh, okay.
Before Saluna, there was Chuck Norris.
That's true. That's very true.
It's 100% true. That's a matter of fact.
But so for like with me doing an official cast for VRML, my fear isn't so much like getting penalized. It's just like I want to uphold that integrity. I'm on board with that level of integrity, and I would like to. Or I don't know if integrity is the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say. And I would like.
Well, do you have like your mom filter?
Yes.
Do you have a mom filter?
I absolutely have a mom filter.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So if you don't have trouble with the mom filter, it's yeah.
Well, see, the problem is like mom hates the word fuck, and so I will try really hard not to say that in front of her. But at the same time, if dad's there, that filter is lowered by like 30%.
Yeah, but it's still this still the same concept though. So like yeah, you already have practice with it, so it's not going to be like your anxiety once you're in the environment, you're not even gonna be worried about it.
Yeah, that's hopefully that's true. I just want to point out though, I got to shout out Princess showing up in the chat. Thank you, Princess, for being here. Princess, my Princess and I vaguely knew each other in Echo Arena before becoming VRML moderators, and then as moderators found out that we worked really well together, and now we're both governors, and that we have formed quite the partnership working oh my god, what a fucking headbutt! Get the fuck out of here, Chuck!
Fuck this guy.
Dude, the mom filter, I gotta implement that because I know Princess is watching. No, Princess is my gov buddy. She's I could not ask for a better partner is working with as a governor for VRML with Echo Arena. Princess is great, and yeah, I appreciate her so much. So cheers to Princess. Cheers, Clink.
Gipa says I have a complete parent filter. See, I say mom filter because my father is who taught me how to swear. There was literally never a curse roll with my dad ever.
Yeah. So
at all.
My dad'll curse, but not like the phrase, not like a curse like a sailor.
Oh, no.
My dad will not curse like a sailor.
My family is Patty Irish.
Okay, yeah.
Which Patty Irish is just a polite way of saying trashy Irish.
Oh, I didn't know that, but I understood
that's
the
what that
cursing
means.
thing. Yeah, my dad's not. He won't curse like a sailor, but he'll curse for a little flavor to put emphasis on things, and he does it in a very appropriate way. But he still refrains from saying fuck because my mom doesn't like it. But when I'm around and it's just me and him, we feel a little freer to say things. And it's become like one of those like unspoken things between me and my dad. Like, oh, it's just me and him in the garage. We can say fuck a couple times, for emphasis. But you know, we have that unspoken. Yeah, we couldn't say this in the kitchen when mom's around, but
Well,
if we're in
my
the
mom
kitchen, and it's
has
just the two of
loosened
us,
up.
then we can say it.
My mother has loosened up a lot over the years. When I was a kid, she was really, I wouldn't say really strict, but there was a strictness when I was a kid. And then like so like me and my closest brother were both brought up in that kind of same sort of stricter environment. And then our next youngest brother, who was like 8 years younger than me, had a much looser, much freer childhood. And then our youngest brother, who is how many years younger than me? I think he just turned 18. I always have to do the math because he's that much younger than me. It's like 14. It's like 14 or 15 years younger than me. Just straight up had no restrictions.
Yeah.
Like basically none. And then now, so like I always had a mom filter, but then like because like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was basically the turning point. So because I wouldn't even say it was actually not Game what was that one on Netflix that really blew up with the kids? What's that show? Everyone's seen it.
I tend to avoid.
Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Everyone's seen that.
Yeah.
Stranger Things. This curve is on.
Dude, they just turned it on for round 3.
Yes,
This
it is.
curve round 3.
Um,
Dim, you keep talking
Stranger
about that.
Things
I'm gonna be gone for a minute, so just keep
Okay.
rambling.
So Stranger Things got on. When that was on, I knew my mother was gonna love that show, and so I was visiting, and we did a proper like binge. It was me, her, my stepfather, and I think one of my brothers did a proper binge of Stranger Things season 1. It might have been season 1 and 2, but I think it was just season 1. And then that got them into like net streaming. That's what broke the ice for them to stream. And then they were all into Netflix. And then a year later, I was visiting my mother, and she was watching Orange Is the New Black. And I was like, oh shit, she's graduated. She's ready for Game of Thrones.
Understand that bounce.
Because once I saw her, she was watching something. Orange Is the New Black and Shameless. So once I realized she had gotten into shows that 10 years ago she absolutely would not have watched, I was like, you got to watch Game of Thrones. And I have the whole text conversation of her binging all like 7 seasons of Game of Thrones before the final season, the final season of her reaction to all the big events in Game of Thrones.
Nice.
And that's about the time when she started cursing. Like she will now drop F-bombs.
Yeah.
Especially like when she's bitching about work.
Okay, so
like,
it's one thing to start dropping curse words, but to start dropping F-bombs, that is a major transition.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to say crap or suck.
Yeah.
Like, that's how strict the cursing rules were.
Yeah.
It's also why I'm not going to get into that. I was going to, I'm all for, free speech. But it's
Can you hear my dog drinking right now?
only when you talk.
He's a camel. It's ridiculous. He's 10 feet away from me, but it still picks it up. That's gonna be a problem. I bought a really nice mic and it's not here yet. My voice is gonna sound so much better when VRML, like after Thursday, when it finally arrives. But my dog is gonna show up on so many streams because he's a goddamn camel, dude. He doesn't drink, and then he drinks for 5 minutes. I've literally had to pause
All right,
movies.
I will give you some. I'll give you some heads up on this one. You're gonna want to learn to use your mute button real quick for that.
Yeah.
Because that Palador will notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. I would worry more about that than accidentally dropping an F-bomb.
I'm gonna catch up on chat here for a minute. You're welcome, Princess.
Holy shit.
I have a lot of respect for you.
Hold on, not to interrupt. But I have to. They just found a fucking driver.
What? Dude, that was like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's what happens, folks, when you try to order food on New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day. Good lord. New Year's Day. Dimwi ordered food like what time is it? I gotta look at the time here.
I ordered it at the start of the podcast.
Dude, that was 2 hours ago, and they just now found a driver.
It was probably about 10, it was shortly after 10. It was 10:10 when I
Oh,
ordered
okay,
it.
you were talking about it before then. Okay,
Yeah,
but still though,
looking
it's an hour and 40 minminutes.
it's not gonna get here. But when it gets here, it will have been 2 hours.
That's
They're
crazy.
just chaotic. They work.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
That's
Yep,
right, chat
reconnection successful. We're reconnected now. Sorry, folks. Oh, Monster Gamer with a save, and then he put it in his own goal. What a dumbass.
Monster Gamer with a monster goal.
Sorry about the stream, folks. I forgot to hook my PC up to my modem. My router is crapping out, so it disconnects every 30 minutes. So sorry about that. That's my fault. Yeah.
I can't believe this place is still open. I swear to God, if my food is fucking an hour old.
Princess, you should join the stream more often. Sammy Gabby is one of my regular viewers. I don't know who she is. Her name is Sammy Gabby. That's all I know. But I appreciate her because she shows up. So if you and her know each other. Oh, look at that shot. Dude, what the? Chuck, get the fuck out, man.
I'm not even mad.
Do I live in the middle of South Dakota? Oh, no. Does Dim? No, he does not live in South Dakota.
What?
He actually lives in a major city. It's kind of sad that it took him this long to get the food.
I wouldn't say a major city.
A
but
major. Everyone knows about the city.
It's a proper city.
Literally everyone knows about the city.
It's not a big city, but it's a proper city.
It's a huge city.
It's not a huge city.
Fresh Prince was literally from the city. I literally said that just to piss you off.
I cannot believe you just said that. See, Philly is a big city, though. Philly is a big city. Fuck you for saying that. Philly is a big. Pittsburgh is not a big city. Pittsburgh is a city. It's a proper city. It's not a big city.
Everyone knows Pittsburgh. It's a.
Yeah, but it's not a. It's historic. It's got a lot of history and but it's not a big city. It's a city. It's a proper city, but it's not a big city. Philadelphia is a big city.
You know, I've heard you say so many times, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, and that's how I remember which one you live in. Except, I always have a problem because I always try to remember what you say about it, and I always try to think about it being stinky. And so I'm trying to relate like smell or stink, but no, it's filth, which is not smell. But I always try to remember it as you calling it stinky somehow.
Nah.
Yeah, nah. It's just a aside, but yeah, I know the Fresh Prince is not from there, but I enjoyed saying that for you.
Ha ha. Fuck Philly.
Yeah.
Fuck the Flyers.
Oh no.
Did you ever see the Bill Burr rant?
If you skim it
About-
on the floor, that's
The legendary rant.
Actually,
The legendary rant.
I have a
The
weird
one
relationship
on
with Bill Burr.
stage. It was it was in Philly. He was set to go on, but the crowd had been really rude to the earlier comedians. They were booing them and shit. And they were really when Bill Burr came out, they they freaked out. They were like, "Yeah, Bill Burr!" Like that's who they were waiting for. And he spent his entire set ranting about what a shit town Philly was.
Oh no, I missed that.
Dude, and it got caught. Most of it's caught on cell phone or whatever. Dude, it's fucking legendary. It is legendary.
Yeah.
In the comedian world, it's legendary, and in Pittsburgh, it's fucking legendary.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I love Bill. Look, Bill Burr is definitely one of my top 3 comedians. I love his comedy, but at the same time, I kind of avoid his podcast because the constant anger ranting is not really something I listen to.
I don't do the podcast. I don't do this.
Yeah.
His comedy is even though his comedy is just as angry, his comedy is amazing, but his ranting I'm not that into. So I kind of missed that one, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, that whole thing. It was literally. I mean, you can find if you YouTube that event, you'll find a bunch of videos of other comedians talking about how fucking legendary it was. Because he spent because the whole time he's doing it, he's counting down how much longer he has in his set. He's like, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, I get to do this to you guys. And he just keeps going about what a shit town Philly is, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The crowd is booing. Like, it's so bad. Eventually the crowd turns and is like with it. Like, it's fucked up, but oh my God, it was awesome.
Yeah.
That was Philly. Philly is who broke Bill Burr. Like, that's how shit Philly is.
Yeah.
On and on.
I shouldn't say that. I'm a caster. We probably got
Dude, fuck
banned
this.
from
This is
Philly.
Giligin. This is not VR Merle's channel. This is Gilligan's channel. No one like the amount of people in chat tonight is breaking a record for me. It's no one. This is the channel for you to rant on. It's fine. I'm gonna point out that Sammy's saying Sammy Gabby in the chat saying Princess is the queen, and you girls play Echo, and yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Sammy. I remembered you drink wine. Cheers to you. Dogmatic Wonder. I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. Welcome to the Beer League podcast. What is going on with the disc is that recently, within the last month and a half or so, the developers for Echo added a feature in the private arena settings that you can turn on disc curve, which makes the disc curve towards the bottom of the disc. So the disc has two sides. There's a top side and a bottom side. The top side of the disc has either a 3 or a 2 on it, depending on if you're in the bubble or outside the bubble. It tells you how many points you'll score if you throw it at that given moment. If you're inside the bubble, it has a 2 on it in the middle, and if you're outside the bubble, it has a 3 on it because it's 3-pointer. The disc curve, when it's on, when you throw the disc, it does not go straight like it's supposed to. It curves quite strongly, quite surprisingly strongly, towards the bottom of the disc, because the bottom of the disc has no number on it. It's blank. So you'll hear a lot of people say it goes towards your pinky. I personally find that confusing. The disc curves towards the bottom. It curves towards the blank side of the disc. So that's what's going on with the disc. They turned on disc curve for this round 3. It says round 1 of 3, but it's actually round 3 of the second set tonight. So that's how disc curve works. And then, oh damn! Thank you, Guipo, for pointing out that the chat is wrong. Let me refresh that real quick. Chat should be fixed now.
There it is. Almost in.
No, I'm at the back up what Princess just said. Sammy Gabby, Mama Birds thinks she's the queen. She really does think so.
If you throw it straight at it, it won't go in.
I like how you put that.
Yeah, she'll never watch this. She's gonna watch it now because someone's gonna clip it for her. But you know, yeah, Mama Verge is an amazing person. She's a VRML governor. There's 4 VRML governors: me, Princess, Doc and Man, and Mama Verge. And Mama Verge comes from Onward. She knows almost nothing about Echo Arena. If you watch Beer League regularly, she was on Beer League podcast I think 3 weeks ago at this point. It was very fun because she knows nothing about Echo, so it was an interesting night.
Because last week was your sister,
Last
and
week
then
was my sister, and
was Mama Birds.
was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 3 weeks ago. But I can't think of who was it.
Okay.
I think
When did
I think 7.
Essen with you?
What's that?
When did Essen cast with you?
That was like the second thing. That was before it was actually the. Or no, wait. He might have been on the first official Beer League podcast.
Have you had 17th on?
Yeah, 17th was either between Mama Verds and my sister, or he was the one before Mama Verds. Dude, I had such a hard time. I was afraid this would happen.
No, I think you're right. I think Mama Birds was 3 weeks ago because I don't think I watched 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, 17th was on. So if I'm not mistaken, during December, during the giveaway month, I had on myself. There's no co-host the first week, and then I had Mama Verds, who knows nothing about Echo, and then I had 17th, and then I had my sister. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that makes sense. Sounds right.
Dude, I had such a hard time casting with my sister because I called her by her real name like 3 or 4 times during the cast. It was dumb. Like she came up with a username because she's not a gamer. It's like
Wait.
she came up with a username like 20 minutes before the cast or whatever. But
Five said he was the first to cast with you. Is that true?
he was the. No, you were the first one to cast with me. I think 5 was the
That's what I thought.
first.
Sit down, dog.
I think 5 was the first to cast with me once I started advertising it as the Beer League podcast. It was 5. Yeah, I think 5 was the first one. It was 5 and then Ascend. But you were the first one to cast with me ever. But it wasn't like an official show at that time. I was just trying to get my feet wet with casting.
Yeah, I did it before. It was cool.
But I think 5. Yeah, you did. I think 5 Spot was my first guest, like on episode 1 of the Beer League podcast, which this tonight is episode 8. So 5 is the OG as far as the podcast goes, but as far as me casting, you are the OG.
Oh, don't say that. It's hilarious.
This driver is currently making a U-turn.
Yikes.
You just take it too serious.
Dude, I had a shitty experience last November. Not 3 months ago, but like 15 months ago. I went to a Tool concert, and then I went with my cousin, and then met up with a couple buddies at a bar afterwards. And then I went outside to get some fresh air for a few minutes, like an hour after we were in the bar, and I was wearing sandals because that's the kind of guy I am. And when I came back, I tried to get back in, and the bouncer was different, and the bouncer wouldn't let me in because I was wearing sandals. Like, dude, I've already been in there for like a fucking hour. Like, you gotta let me in. He was like, no, I'm not letting you in. Well, I had my cousin's phone on me. I had my phone on me, so I couldn't call her and be like, yo, come get me. And I ended up going back to the hotel room early that night because it was like 32 degrees outside, and the guy wouldn't fucking let me back in the bar. And there was a point to this story. I can't remember what it was. What did you say last? Because it was related to what you said last.
The driver's making a U-turn.
Yeah. So I called for an Uber to bring me back to my hotel room because it was freezing my ass off outside because it was really cold. I was in Indianapolis. It was in November, so it was fucking cold. And so I called an Uber driver to come get me. And I was standing outside this unique place, and the dude could not find me. He couldn't find me so hard that he ended up canceling. He was like, sorry, I'm just going to have to cancel the ride. And I had to call a different Uber driver.
Wow.
Yeah, I was outside for like a fucking, I was freezing my fucking ass off because this guy couldn't navigate.
Some people really just can't read a map.
Yeah. It's terrible. I mean, like, I didn't move, and the next guy picked me up within 5 minutes. Like, the first guy just sucked.
This dude, I'm wondering if the GPS just ain't updating because it looks like he made this U-turn and then, oh, the order just got canceled.
Oh, so you're having the exact same problem I just described.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to try and learn.
I'll make a pizza, bro.
The only time I played disc curve is in Beer League.
Just drive your ass down to Kentucky. I'll give you some
I'm
pizza.
miffed.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. I'm trying to make light of it, but
it wasn't even like it's not that I'm not getting the food. It's that I had already been like I'm not. I'd already settled that I wasn't getting it, and then they were like, "No, we found a driver," and I'm like, "Oh, cool!" So I get excited about it.
Right.
I am.
Yep. Absolutely.
Might as well play
I
disc
get
curve.
it, dude. I'm just gonna keep making the audience. I'm going to make you all sick, so prepare because I'm gonna start going crazy with the camera just because I can.
What did I order? It's some place. They're a boneless wings place. Like that's what they do. Basically,
Oh,
they
that
said
guy.
chicken.
That place.
Like it wasn't going to be anything special at all. It was just open and available. Like that was really it. It's called Taiga something. Taiga Bits. Taiga Bites.
Tiger Bites. Yeah.
Taiga Bites.
All right.
And it's pure gimmick. It's pure gimmick. And like it's you know how hard of a
Close
gimmick
enough,
this
Thunder.
thing is? You know how hard TYGA.
Yeah, like
you-
Tiger Claws in Cyberpunk 2077.
And you know how hard gimmicky this place is? They don't let you pick one dipping sauce. You have to pick 4 different dipping sauces. Like you can't be like, I just want this one. Just give me however many sauces of that one. You have to pick all different sauces.
That's dumb. That's wasteful.
No.
It's a gimmick. It's
Yeah.
a pure gimmick place. That's what it is. It's the name is a gimmick. The marketing, the whole thing is a gimmick. It's a place. It's not. It's the kind of place that somebody opens. Either it's already a franchise, or it's the kind of place someone opens, intending to turn into a franchise. It's exactly what it is. Some rich kid fucking making a bet. Anyways, sorry.
It's fine. I'm a little confused on what's going on in beer league right now because we've got people leaving
Game's
from
over.
both teams,
Oh,
which means neither of them are keeping the lobby. Although Phanom just came back, I think, so maybe blue team's keeping the lobby.
Yeah.
dude, I also I ordered an elite strap finally.
What?
The Quest 2 elite strap.
Oh, yeah. I
But they
hated
haven't
the Quest
charged me
1,
for it yet.
so-
I have no idea when it's coming. Oh, dude, I love the Quest 2. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Did you try Quest 1?
No.
See, I
I
don't.
have no interest in the Quest 1.
See, I need someone to tell me if the Quest 2, how much better the Quest 2 is than the Quest
My
1. 'cause
brother
I
has a
fucking
Quest 1,
hate the Quest 1.
but I've heard people talk about it, and I've heard people say the Quest 2 is significantly better.
Yeah. Yeah,
There you
I
go.
started.
Guipo saying the Quest 1 is garbage.
Yeah, Newt saying Quest 2 is better. Thunder saying Q2 is better. Yeah, see, I've been playing VR for 3 years at this point. I started the CV1. CV1 is still my favorite headset. Fuck inside-out tracking. I hate it. External sensors for the win. But they stopped supporting it, so I had to switch to Rift S. Rift S is better than Quest. I have switched to. I bought a Quest because I was into it. And shut up, princess. I did give it a chance. My Rift S was out of commission for like a month, and I played on the Quest for like a month, and I hated it. I hated it. I hate the Quest. I hate it so much. It's the worst. I spent months trashing the Rift S in Discord chat because it was not the CB1, and the fact that I had to switch to an S because Oculus stopped supporting the CV1 made me so mad because that is customer manipulation and stuff. Hated it. But then when I tried the Quest 1, I was like, dude, all that anger I had about the Rift S, not even close to how angry I am at the Quest. The Quest sucks. It's cheaper and therefore more consumer friendly. So, it's good to get more people in VR. That's fine. That's cool. Let the community grow. Great. However, it's a piece of shit. I hated it. I hated it so much. It's not comfortable. The tracking sucks. Your arms are shorter. David said I was wrong on that, but I maintain that that's the case.
Yeah, that's how I felt going from CV1 to S, and I still felt that way going from S to Quest 2. I think that's just something about because your perception's a little bit different. There's just something different about the way everything feels and looks, and I think that contributes to making your arms feel shorter.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I miss so many disc and geo grab and player grab, all the grabs, disc, geo, and player. I miss so many grabs, but like if you know me at all, if I have any reputation at all in the game, it is as a brawler, and I miss so many freaking punches in the game when I'm playing a Quest, and it's like, dude, it's like my hands are short or something. It's so weird.
But the Quest 2 is awesome. Like the moment I played Echo for the first time on the Quest 2, I was sold. It was it. My S was done.
Oh yeah.
My S is perpetually hooked up. Like I could hop into it at any time because there's still going to be the AAA titles. You know what I mean? That I'm going to want to play on on an actual Rift, and there's still I still need it for casting. Well, not need it, but it makes it easier in certain situations. Particularly like if nobody can host on Atlas and you need to take an invite, you need the headset,
right,
for that to work.
Yeah.
So I have use for it and all that. But the moment I started playing Echo on the Quest, I was like, I'm never gonna play Echo on my Rift S again, ever. On the Quest 2, and it's just, dude, it's a lighter headset, so it's just more comfortable. The strap, the strap it came with is not a bad strap. It's a cloth, like you know what I mean, like rubber band style strap. Not rubber band, but it's bandy.
Similar to the Rift S controller straps.
No, it's because it's more like a waist, like your underwear waistband.
Okay.
But it's softer, maybe.
Okay.
Depending on your.
Elastic.
Yeah, elastic.
All right. Thank you, chat.
It's really comfortable. Yeah, it's a good word, elastic.
$30 today.
And yeah, it's just dude, but what really sold me on it, is on every single headset I've owned, on every computer I've used those headsets on, I have horrible frame drop issues. Horrible. And they just get worse over time. And it's just it's intermittent. I never know when it's going to happen. It can happen for 5 seconds. It can go on for a full minute. It was the most disruptive thing about playing on the Rift, and when I play on the Quest, it never happens.
Yeah.
So like that in and of itself was like, dude, the quality of life improvement there was massive. Because when that happens on the Rift, I can't fucking throw. You know what I mean? I get that lag thing, like I can't throw accurately.
We should start.
So I don't know. So Summer, sorry, not Summer. Sammy Gabby earlier. I'm so sorry, Sammy. I did not mean to do that. Earlier asked, so what's the best?
Quest 2.
To go again.
SirDimwi says Quest 2. Now, granted, I have not tried the Quest 2, but between the CV1, the Rift S, and the Quest is absolutely the worst. CV1 has tank ability. Like the controllers do not. You can, dude. I've got marks I've got dents in my wall. I've broken window blinds. I've smashed my hand into my wooden desk. I've punched so many scratches and dents into my drywall.
No.
The CV1 controllers do not break. Rift S controllers do break, but the tracking's also better if it's in view. But the CV1 has better tracking as far as like it tracks everywhere. The Rift S has better tracking if you're in range of the tracking. But the Rift S also has better, the pixel thing. What's it called? Resolution. The Rift S has better resolution. It's got better graphics. So if you gotta buy one, but the CV1
Quest 2 has a higher resolution, although the Rift S would still have the better graphics.
Right. No, I'm not judging on the Quest 2 because I have not tried it. It's just my personal experience. I've only tried Quest, Rift S, and CV1.
All right, I gotta put down my beer.
So yeah, my judgment's out of line here. I don't even know why I'm talking. I have not tried the Quest 2, but of the three, I'll definitely recommend PCVR over the Quest because the wired connection gives you so much more. But I have not tried the Quest 2, and Dimway says Quest 2 is the best.
Well, I mean, if you can spend the money to like never have any issues at all, I mean, obviously PCVR is going to be, more powerful. You get better graphics out of it, which is always cool. But Guipo said something. He said Rift S if you want to stream, but only for that reason. Not anymore, man. Nah, you don't. So Sphinx has developed a program. Now, you can kind of do this already with the Ignite bot, but Sphinx is going hardcore towards like the streamer.
Yeah. He's going deeply? No, it's the same thing. I get
well, all right. So, so do you know what I'm talking about, Guipo? Are you in that server? Did I miss you? I don't even know who's in that server. Oh, here's the thing. So, all right, I'm gonna tell you about this thing that Sphinx made. So it's this program. So basically, I open up Oculus on my desktop with a Smurf account, with an alt account. I go into Echo on my Quest 2, and then I start this program that Sphinx made. And then I queue up for a game. It can be a pub or a private, doesn't matter. And the moment I enter into that game, Oculus on my desktop pops open, or Echo pops open on my desktop in spectator mode for that game. And then I just have to set it to follow. Me.
But you do have to have a PC and a Quest for that to work, right?
You do have to have a PC and a Quest, but what's awesome is you don't have to have a VR-ready PC.
You just have to have a PC.
Right. Basically, if you can run World of Warcraft or Minecraft, you can do this.
Nice.
Yeah, it's I don't know how difficult it is to make an alt.
What a shot!
it also gives you a better view because you don't have that like one of the biggest issues with streaming on no Facebook. You don't need a Facebook account on PC to make it just to make an Oculus account.
Wait. I gotta put in. Princess
You
makes a
need it
very good
for-
point. There is pink theme.
What?
I don't know. She said pink.
What has pink thing?
I don't know, man. She said pink theme. Moving on. What were you saying?
I just don't know what she's referencing.
She doesn't either. It's fine. I was just throwing that in there for no reason.
I
Continue.
actually haven't made an alt in so long. I'm actually in. No one's pointed it out. I'm pretty sure I'm in these games on an alt. Hold on, let me check. I'm not sure.
Wait, are you not even SirDimwi in the thing here?
Correct. Yeah, I am at onions right now. That's both two of my Smurfs are onions, both named onions. Because I forgot what email I used for the first one the first time.
The email thing is a problem.
Oh shit! Someone got me. It's coming mid.
But yeah, so
Oh, Dad got me. Someone got me.
oh, it has pink theme. That's funny. So I don't know how difficult, and they got to figure something out for that because that's bullshit. Like it's not that it's bullshit. It's like they're being so heavy-handed about the Facebook thing that they're taking usability away from the users.
Oh, I missed. I dinged it. That was the open goal, and I screwed.
Like, eventually, I won't be able to use the alt account, but there has to be a solution eventually.
That's why I play goalie.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, we all know Facebook is kind of ridiculous, and we're just gonna leave it at that because I would like my channel to not get banned. We all know Facebook kind of sucks though.
Is Facebook on Twitch?
I have
Facebook
no
doesn't.
fucking idea. Didn't
No,
Facebook own
Amazon owns
Twitch?
Twitch.
Just come in the team.
Amazon
Check
owns
out,
Twitch.
check out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, fuck Facebook, dude. Amazon for the win. They made. Do you know why? The sole reason.
Hold on.
Tag me in, bro.
Hold on. I'd like to remind you
Just grab a guy.
that VRML.
I don't want to go there. You know what? You know why Amazon is the best company in the world? There's one reason. And Dimly, I know that you know the reason. Amazon is the best company in the entire world ever because The Expanse got canceled on Sci-Fi Channel and Amazon picked it up.
Yeah, forgive Jeff Bezos for all of his. Anyways,
Dude, The Expanse is one of the greatest science fiction TV shows to come out in the last 20 years. It's awesome. It's a fucking awesome show. It's based on a book series where the authors took particular care to make sure their science was correct, which I can appreciate that. And so the Expanse
drive short at the beginning of that one episode.
What'd you say?
I know, thank you.
The short, the Epstein drive.
Yeah. Yep.
About the guy who made it.
Oh,
that is one of the best shorts. Like that is
What do I got?
it was awesome.
It was amazing.
And that dude, I met that dude. I met that guy, that actor.
Yeah.
Actually, you might not know about this. I don't talk about this
Hold
much.
on. You're saying you've met the guy who invented the Epstein drive?
The actor who played the guy, yeah.
I wish it was 10 o'clock in the morning. I was hitting
That's awesome,
fucking
dude.
everything then.
Yeah. No, when I lived in Orlando for a really short time, like 3 months, I think. It's something right about 3 months. And the buddy I moved down there with, he knew the lady who was in charge of the volunteers for FX Con, which was like Comic Con but in Orlando. And so we got to volunteer for the 3-day thing as basically, so when the celebrities are there, the actors, they sit there, they sit at their booths and they sign autographs. It's like $20 an autograph, but they don't take the money themselves. Someone else is there to take the money for them, so they don't have to be the bad guy. They don't have to be the one to enforce the rules. Someone else is there to enforce the $20 per autograph rule.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So it's to help the image of the actors, so they don't have to feel awkward.
Right. It's totally a PR thing, but doesn't have any substance to it.
And it's the event that does that. It's not the actors themselves. The events do that, so the actors are more likely to show up. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
1 second. Summer! Oh my God! So much attitude on that slam dunk.
Sorry.
Continue, Dimly.
But so we got to be the people sitting with the actors those 3 days.
That's awesome.
Dude, so did you ever watch that show Angel? It's older now.
No, I didn't.
Vampire show.
Nope, I didn't see that one.
Okay.
I remember it, but I never saw it.
Do you happen to remember the Green Demon guy?
No, I just knew the show existed. I
I
never.
sat with that actor on the Saturday. He was legit. He died at like 36 from a heart condition. But he was genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever fucking met in my life. Like absolutely, he bought me lunch. He sensed that I didn't have money and couldn't feed myself that day, and fucking gave me food for lunch. Like without, I didn't ask. There was no discussion. Okay, he was like, "Here, eat this."
Yeah.
And he genuinely one of the friendliest guys I've ever met. But also, who else is there? Kyle Reese from the original. Is it Kyle
Hey,
from the original?
hold up. Did you say Kyle Reese? Okay, reconnection
Also remember
successful.
to
I'm
do
so
your
sorry, everyone who's watching the stream.
Chat.
Yeah, Discord, not Discord. OBS is connected because my internet sucks, and I didn't connect it correctly. But we're back now. So Dimly was talking about Kyle Reese, and I had to stop him. Kyle Reese is the actor who played. Oh, what was his name? In Terminator movie.
No, Kyle Reese is the character.
Yeah, Kyle Reese is the
father,
character in Terminator. The father of
John
Connor.
Connor, yes. I met that actor. That actor was
You
there.
met Michael Bain.
Yes, and
Okay, stop.
What?
Before you continue, I have to tell everyone in the chat, my name is Kyle because of Kyle Reese, the character from the Terminator. My parents saw the Terminator, and my mom was like, "Yo, Kyle Reese is super hot,"
Okay.
and she's like, she literally wanted to name it Kyle Reese and then my last name, and my dad was like, "Yeah, fuck that," but my first name is Kyle because of Kyle Reese, the character from Terminator. So the fact that you got to meet Michael Bain means that you actually, in a roundabout way, met my namesake.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
Story I have. I gotta find this lady's name because I can never remember her name. Did you ever see Firefly?
Actually, yeah, I did. I didn't see the movie, but I did see the show before I
Yeah,
got
this
told.
lady wasn't in the movie. She was in the show, but she was only in like 2 episodes. She has red hair, and she has. This is kind of inappropriate, but she was Christina Hendricks.
Yeah, I watched the show live, but I wasn't like one of those super dedicated fans.
She's a bigger actress now, though. Like she was in Mad Men. But when I met her, she wasn't in Mad Men yet. Like she hadn't hit off yet, but she was in Firefly. That's why she was there. Also, Shepherd Book was there.
Wait, Dim! Wait! Dim! We promised less than 2 minutes, close game. They just went up by 2.
All right. We're gonna have to come back to this.
We're coming back to this. I'm gonna post it in the chat.
Drunk and inappropriate at 11 a.m. So yeah, minute and a half to go on the clock here.
Mad
Says
Men
Orange Team.
actress with
Christina Hendricks.
Christina.
But hold on, we have to do the last minute and a half here. So all right,
I'm
minute and a half on the
note.
clock.
All right.
Blue team is currently down by 2, 10-8 off of that goal there from Phenom, a 2-point goal to put Orange team up by 2. So we'll be blue team with the shouts advantage. Currently in a 4v3 situation. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But Newton Dummer, Summer, and Monster Gamer coming out. It's going to be Newton Dad handling that one on the joust. Sending that one to the right tube there to Summer on the far side. Summer has the chain coming in. Going to send a good pass there up to Monster Gamer. Monster Gamer wants to come in on the goalie. Has the one-on-one. Takes a shot. He's going to hit it to tie it up with 1 minute left. We're going to have 40 seconds on the clock once we come into the tubes here.
Yo, we've got a game going on here. This is the first round of I believe the third set tonight. I've lost track, so we've been talking about not beer league shit all night. But I believe this is the first round of the third set of the night. And Orange team versus Blue team, we've got a 0-0 game. 10-10, tie game, less than a minute to go. 25 seconds. We got 25 seconds to go. The Orange team has joust advantage. Dude, this is a game. 4v3 doesn't matter at this point.
That was a full 34 seconds before we came out of the tubes there. Ryan, far side there. Ooh, it's going to be picked up by Summer. Opportunity here. 20 seconds on the clock. They can turn this one around. A tie game.
Showing good patience. Did they get stunned out? I couldn't see it. Monster with the recovery. Blue team coming in. They've got the possession. And the stun! Yo, who was this? Who stunned the goalie?
I think that was Ryan.
I think it was Summer.
Or no, sorry, I'm looking at that. I didn't even stream. Shit.
I'm gonna say Summer. I'm gonna say it because I think it was her, but I'm not entirely sure. Summer was
You know,
MVP for this round.
Newton Dad was playing quarterback, so he's probably holding the back line. So Summer makes sense.
I think it was Summer. When it stunned the goalie, Monster Gamer made the shot, but Summer, me being a brawler, I have to give credit to Summer for punching out the goalie. The goalie was not available, and therefore it enabled that shot to happen.
You never refreshed the chat.
Oh no! What?
I haven't told you to.
It's refreshed right now. God damn it! I'm sorry, folks.
I haven't told you to.
You did. I failed hardcore on that. So sorry, people. Chat's refreshed. Damn it. But yeah! You got a stun on the goalie to make the overtime. Was that overtime? That wasn't overtime. I don't know. It was 13 to 10.
Last night it was a buzzer beater.
It was a buzzer beater. 13 to 10. Monster Gamer made the shot. Summer made the stun. What a match. What a round.
It was a good round. Can have a good second round.
Little Guipo, I'll have you know, son, that Haskell was my patron saint for a long time. I learned very early on that I could not shoot, I could not pass, I could not aim, but I could punch people, and so I decided to follow Haskell.
I expect you know, Gil, but Weepo, do you know why Haskell became such a prolific bruiser?
Sorry, I think we still got it.
Gil, do you know?
I'm not sure that I do, honestly.
There was a specific reason it happened.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna say I don't.
It'll make sense when you hear it. You'll go, oh, okay.
I know she was on a team of Billyisms.
No, that's not why.
Oh.
You remember when she injured her shoulder?
You missed it.
No.
You're not aware of that?
No, honestly, as prolific as I am now, I didn't pay attention to competition until ESL Season 3. So I missed the first 2 seasons of Echo competition.
I only paid attention. I didn't even pay attention when I was playing. I played one day in Season 2. But that was it for Season 2. But no, I just knew Haskell just from playing a lot.
Yo, before we continue, Dim, just real quick. Sheep's Knuckles, Bam, a.k.a. Bam. Thank you, dude, for joining us. Dim, continue.
But no, when she injured her shoulder from playing the game too much. It was such a bad injury. She had to get surgery, and she literally couldn't move her arm for like 3 months. And so, but she still played the game. This is when she still played sitting down. I don't know. I don't know if she still plays sitting down. But I know for a long time she played sitting down at the start there, and this was during that time. And so she couldn't use that arm, but she still played. She still wanted to play, so she still played. And so since she couldn't play, because it was her dominant arm, her right arm, so since she couldn't play very well as like someone with the disc, she learned how to stun really well to make up for that. And so it was during that time when her shoulder was injured, she made up the difference in her lack of play with stunning.
See, that's kind of the what came from. Like, I didn't injure myself, but I did become a stunner primarily because I'm fucking up the camera here, real bad. Sorry, chat. But yeah, no, I became a stunner. I became a bruiser because I don't have very good aim. 3-pointers for me are awesome because I'm not very good at them. I became a bruiser because that was what I was good at, and not because I was.
But your offense ability though, right before you stopped playing, got really fucking good.
Dude, I became really good in Season 2, but before Season 2, I was just okay. Season 2, honestly, I mean,
as somebody who played defense against you, that's accurate.
Thank you.
No, because you became somebody I had to watch I had to actually keep an eye on in the bubble.
Thank you.
You know what
I mean? I do know
like,
what you mean.
That's how I know, like, if somebody's good on offense, I can tell, because I play defense. You know what I mean? And you got really good at near the end of Season 2, yeah.
Thank you. I feel like I really hit my stride in Season 2. Like, I'm not a little. I'm very sad that Wireless Shacks are not doing Season 3 because I feel like Season 3 would have been our best season. and part of that's because I finally figured out my position and what I was doing. Like I was known as a prolific brawler for a long time, but the strategy of the brawl really didn't come until season 2.
No, it's right.
It's like I feel like I was still developing that. I still like a feeling, or I feel like I still kind of was,
Going down,
but
going down, read it. What a
you know, I could punch a lot, I could shoot a lot, but I didn't have a lot of strategy to it. But season 2, Giligin was a lot better of a player than season 1 Giligin. So I appreciate you saying that. I mean, it's
To Nova.
what?
I said if only there was a season 2 Nova.
Yeah, if there, well, I mean, yes, but no, because season 2 Nova means we wouldn't
I
have
don't
season
care.
2 No.
I know, I don't care.
For those who don't understand, Nova was a team started by Venom, and then they disbanded
I also got you.
before season 3, and then Venom was on Wireless Shack's team for season
Before
3.
the end
So,
of season 1 and season 2 you're talking about.
oh yeah, I'm sorry, season 2. Yeah.
And,
So
yeah,
Nova was the team in season 1,
2 weeks before the end of season 1.
and then Venom, the founder of Nova, joined Wireless Shacks for season 2. And
Which
so
was
if there were a season 2 Nova, that means there would not have been a season 2 Wireless Shacks because Venom could not be on both teams.
There would have been, it just wouldn't have been with Venom.
Right.
Watch below, watch below.
And Nova would have been Master Tier.
Oh, missed it.
You know, I want to argue that just to give you shit, but I can't. Like I would love to see the alternative universe.
If Nova hadn't split up, I don't know how things would be different right now.
Alright,
It'd
we
be
got the disc.
interesting for sure. I would. I mean, dude, if I had the one
I
wish,
just
like
would have been different.
Nice there.
change the universe, you know, alternate universe, because you glimpsed into an alternate universe. What would have happened to Nova in season 2 is honestly one of my
I'm not
top
saying
3 things I would love to see.
I'm not saying Kang good.
No,
It's
no.
certainly Master Tier.
I mean, Joker's not even Kang good. Let's be real.
Well, Kang's
I got it.
On silence.
Joker's the best team in the world, man.
I mean, Joker won doesn't mean they're the best team.
They're the best. They're currently the best.
Joker is full of really
they're
skilled
dethroned.
individuals. They're not the best team. There's a
Until
difference.
they're dethroned, they're the best team in the world.
Okay. They're the best group of individuals.
Nice.
They're
And I
not the
know
best
there's
team.
that the EU NA disagreement. I will maintain that until they are dethroned,
Deal.
until somebody actually dethrones them, they are the best team in the
Look how
world.
centered that shot is. What a great shot. No, as far as the NA versus the EU, Joker is definitely
Game is
the
the best player in the game,
I will not dispute that at all.
far away.
Game
Jay
is
Walker is among the best in the game.
Among.
Ryan is the best in the game.
Among.
Ryan is one of the best in the hands down one of the best in the game. Jay Walker is a sneaky as good as Jay Walker is. He's underrated.
He has his strengths. I'm not going to deny the fact that any Joker player has their strengths. I mean, as far
they would
as-
carry any other team they were on.
but as far as actual team play,
Shot. Take a shot, be here.
Ryan and Game I think are the best team players on that team.
You and goalie.
Dude,
I say that very hesitantly. I could be really wrong.
Have you heard me talk about Game's shot,
Well,
the
no.
way he shoots?
That's a good
Dude, I had the pleasure of playing in a private with Game and was it Ryan? No, Game and Kong happened to be in this private. This is like weeks ago. Like this, I'm still talking about this because it's hard to get in those especially I don't play that often. So actually getting the opportunity to hop in a private like that is really really awesome because really that really high level play you don't get to see too often. Especially when you don't play so often. Anyways, so I was playing goalie against Game.
Not great.
And he was on, so I'm in goal. I'm looking to my right, so like right side post. He's to the inside of the right side post. So like that's the steepest possible angle you can have on the goal, beyond the 3-point line. So this is a shot that a goalie has no excuse to not save at all. The goal is razor thin to the shooter, so there's no area you have to cover. It's easy to stop, and there's a fair chance they're going to miss the shot anyways. Right, there's no excuse for that shot to go in as a goalie. Game takes this shot, dude. I saw the windup. I saw him pull it back. Like every other shooter. I still didn't see the shot coming. I can't explain it. I'd have to play against him a lot more to really be able to break it down what's going on. But the way he shoots is deceptive as fuck, and I don't understand why. But dude, he beat me with that shot like it was nothing, like it was bread and butter.
Fucking hell. Are you kidding? What a slap.
And it was right on. It was right at me. It was dude, that dude is on another level.
Exactly. You did.
But from what I hear, game plays Echo as if it's his full-time job.
Yeah.
I mean, 40 hours a week plus
He lives this game, yeah.
game is in the game.
And that's the thing, like you know, some people will see a player like that and be like, "Oh, he's just naturally gifted." Like he has worked his ass
Worked
off
his fucking ass
to
off.
get that good.
Yeah. Dude, he disappeared for like a year and came back and was the best player in the game. There's some sort of natural talent there, but at the same time, he's one of those rare people that has natural talent, but can also improve
When he was
the more
on
he works
fire,
at it.
I had no idea who he was when I first casted him on Flare. No clue who
Oh
he was.
no, I remembered him. I did not know him as being the best player, but I
think I
remembered
probably
him
around,
playing.
but, like I didn't know him.
Yeah, I remembered him playing. I just didn't know. You know, at that point, he wasn't the best player in the game. He was just another OG.
But then Flare popped off.
Flair popped off, and then he joined Joker, and Joker became the #1 team. And you know, it was obvious to everyone. I mean, Game is at this point, Game is a meme. It's not even a player name. It's a meme. Because Game the player is so good. But you know, when Game came back after his hiatus, he was known as a good player, as an OG player. But for some reason, he came back as the best player, which makes no sense. How do you take 6 months off or a year off from a game and come back to be the best player within weeks? You know, it's ridiculous. He's one of those rare players in my mind. He's one of those rare people that can have natural talent as well as improve beyond that. It's usually one or the other. He has both.
So points to anybody that can identify where that quote that Guipo just whipped out there.
Eclipse outdated, Joker overrated, long have we waited, Season 3 King activated!
Specifically, where is that from?
Yeah, I have no idea. I've seen it so many
I know exactly.
chats.
No. You've seen the meme.
Yeah,
but
the
this
meme. That's what I'm talking
version of the meme is a specific reference to something.
Well, I have no idea. I've only seen it in
Anybody
the chats.
can point that out. I'm sure Guipo knows where it's from because he's the one who popped it in. If anybody else can point it out, you get brownie points. We'll wait until the end of this round.
Go for the 3.
There's 8 people watching. I'm one of them.
Thank you. Dude, I've had 3 subscribes tonight. That's crazy because this is the first Beerly podcast where subscriptions were a thing that could happen. I just recently achieved affiliate, and yeah, I've had 3 people subscribe now. 1 through Prime, and the other 2 just because. Thank all of you. Thunder was one of them. Thank you, Thunder. I missed that earlier. I apologize for missing that earlier, Thunder. But yeah, I did notice. And thank you.
I gotta go.
I went low right, sorry.
You gotta get the thing with like the
Somewhere on you?
pop up when you get a subscriber and shit.
Yo, dude, shit, man, I need so many things for this stream. I need some animations. I need some good graphics. I'm working on basic as fuck shit here because I don't know.
Hey,
But you know, we're getting there
see,
eventually.
look at your chat right now.
Oh, what did you hit?
Coming to you, Fane. I'm coming to you.
Holy shit,
Put that in. Oh, God.
Thunder, you're amazing, dude.
And
And
it also
of all the people, yeah. And of all the people to give to sub to, like Summer, she plays every week and she's still in the chat with me every week. She's ridiculous.
She's
Of all the
hilarious.
people to give to sub to, thank you.
She's a pleasure to play with.
She really is. She's a pleasure, dude. Okay, so she was an interesting player. People in Beer League recognized her as an interesting player. She was a character, and they kept saying she needs to be the one that cast follows. And so like, what a shot!
Oh,
Fuck
Rob.
that. What a shot! Get out of here, Ryanair.
Can't believe I messed that up.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, I decided, okay, fuck it. We'll follow Summer. Whatever team Summer is on, we're gonna follow her. And dude, what an entertaining player! She starts drinking. It's just a stream of consciousness. There's no filter. There's no thought process. It is just a pure.
Talking about it.
What's that?
And whatever's in her head, she's talking about it.
Yeah, it's a pure stream of content. It's such a pleasure to stream her. She's a very unique person. I've you know, at this point I've streamed probably 40 people. Therefore I've streamed a lot of people. But she has a gift. She can just say whatever's on her mind without even thinking about it, and that is something. That's weird.
Oh, it's enough.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Because you know it's like raw footage.
All right, tiebreaker round.
Tiebreaker round. Blue team took the first round. Orange team takes second round decisively.
Wasn't as close as the first round.
Yeah. The second round taken quite decisively by the orange team. So at this point, it's a 3v3. Both teams missing a player. Haven't been paying attention, not gonna lie. Therefore, I don't know if either team is getting a player back. If someone
I gotta tell you about this thing I got.
do it.
These things I got has nothing to do with Echo at all. Well, it's tangentially related because I tend to be talking about coffee on cast a lot.
Yeah.
Because I drink coffee
It's
on cast.
essential.
So I've been trying to find like a better way of making my cold brew.
You're
Because
making
I hate-
a lot of noise.
Yeah, I know, because I'm opening this bag.
Just make sure you knew.
Sorry,
Not,
it's
no,
probably
it's not a problem. Just want to make sure you knew.
so. I've been trying to find a better way to make my cold brew coffee because I hate my current method. I just do 3 cups in a gallon of water or 2 gallons of water, and let that sit for 24 hours, and then I strain that. So I use a colander with coffee filters, and so I have to strain it through the coffee filter and the colander because as a coffee filter, it takes a minute. Like it has to soak through the filter. Right, it doesn't just drain through a coffee filter; it soaks through a coffee filter. So it's a really long, tedious, annoying process. And I can't splash at all because if I splash, I'm gonna get grains in the coffee and shit. So I've been looking for a better method to make it. I found these bags. They're basically giant tea bags for coffee. They hold a cup of coffee grounds each. And you just, instead of putting the coffee grounds straight into the water, you put it in these bags, and then you let the bag soak in the water.
So it's like a tea bag, but it's
she
coffee.
rigged that off of you.
Yeah,
I was like,
and so instead of having to strain the shit, I use these bags, and the coffee is ready to go.
Nice. That's it. Nice shot.
I mean, I'm intrigued. I'd like to try that.
I'm ready. They're made. What they're made for is they're made to be done with
happens to me in the middle.
what are they called? Jars, mason jars.
Yeah.
Like 1 bag for a mason jar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing it in a pitcher because that's how I drink coffee. Because it'll sit. You know what I mean? Like if you do it in a mason jar, that's basically like a single serve, or like two or 3 servings. Whereas if I do it in the pitcher, like I can make my coffee for like 5 days.
Yeah.
So, or a week, or however long that'll last. It basically is 2 glasses a day,
That's all right. Ryan.
which is probably more than enough. But anyways,
I'm going, Ryan.
Well, like I live.
Bad read.
It's just me and my daughter in my house, and I like to drink coffee, and obviously she's too young to drink coffee, but I still like to make coffee, and I've got an old school, like even a pot of coffee at a time. I don't do the K-cup thing, like I don't have a Keurig. So I get up in the mornings and I make a pot of coffee, and I make it as minimal as I feel is necessary, but at the same time it's still like way too much coffee for me because it feels weird to just make 1 cup of coffee. So I don't know. I'd be interested in trying those tea bag coffee filters or whatever it is.
Home Hyee. I don't know. HOMHYEE. Disposable cold brew coffee filter bags.
Disposable. That's a great thing. Disposable.
Yeah, they're single use.
Yeah. I love that single use. It's amazing. It's definitely the reason why we're gonna survive for a long time.
I got it. I got it.
Dude, they're fucking cloth bags. They're biodegradable.
Just saying, if it's not, there's a difference between you can be one use, single use, and be good, and be single use and be bad. There's what specified. I was just
Believe in yourself.
assuming.
I mean, are tea bags gonna kill the earth?
Nah.
Same concept.
All right, then we're cool.
That's not neon.
Yeah, these aren't plastic, as far as I can tell.
Single-use plastic is the problem. Thunder gets it.
Plastic ain't gonna. Whatever.
Wow, cool. Let's go. Let's go. Debate on chat. Let's do it.
I'm a fucking consumer, man. I don't know.
Original.
What to say.
You're not getting your $1 till you spell name right.
Watch the cut.
Watch out for that guy. Watch out for that
Take your
guy.
time. Take your time. Coming bow.
Oh, bad pass.
Get the read, Skeeter. Oh, never mind.
You heard me. You're not getting your dollar till you spell a name right.
Go, guys, go.
I'm gonna stop him.
All right.
Nice
Oh,
swap.
you good. That was friendly.
Some of them
Beautiful
killed
fuck,
how
yeah.
loud mic from you.
Not out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Giligin.
Oh my god.
It's how it is. It's how it is.
You can read, right? Like it's on the website address.
First Wonder Woman movie.
I've only seen the first Wonder Woman movie.
Okay, it was a pretty good movie, right? You like that
Yeah.
movie?
It was good.
Okay, but you remember there was like
Typical
backlash to it. You know, the fucking incels or
No. I don't know that. What?
none of that. Well, yeah, because it's a movie about a girl superhero. So,
Oh, yeah. Obviously, we should boycott that shit.
yeah. So there was that kind of backlash. So there's a new Wonder Woman movie out, right?
Yeah.
And I was seeing
Purple
comments
right?
that are like, "This movie is terrible," but then I was also seeing a lot of comments like, people are just, they're just hating. They just have to hate stuff. Just it's not a bad movie. Did I watch this movie? It's a pile of shit.
Oh.
The writing, the visuals. Actually, a lot of times the visuals look like shit. They look bad. It is a pile of hot garbage.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the dialogue or the directing or the writing or the acting. I don't know what it was about this movie.
This is Star Wars prequels.
What was the writing? No, dude, it was worse than that. No, this is straight up B-movie shit.
How do you come up with something worse than that in the year 2020?
See, the prequels, they have a certain. I don't know how to. But that's a totally different monster.
No, you can absolutely any
Just
fan can
bad
absolutely forgive the prequels, but like you're saying that the new thing that is a new thing of a new thing is worse.
After we're done.
This is straight up a bad movie.
That's terrible.
Like the writing is bad. The motivations for I don't want to get spoilery, so I don't want to say
Yeah, let's
because
not do
people.
spoilers.
But so I need to be generic when I say this.
Thunder says characters were weak as hell, writing was awful, direction was trash.
The writing was so bad that the motivation for doing something sometimes was clearly just the writers wanted to do this thing, so they just fucking just like ham-fisted some reason to do that thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was no narrative or backstory or any depth to it. It was just like, ooh, magic. Ooh, it happens. Oh, no, yeah. Ooh, it was, dude, it was so bad. It was so bad. Everything about it was bad. Like the action sequences were cringy. The stunts were cringy.
You had a lot of assists.
Like the whole movie was bad. And so like all these people going, like, people are just hating it to hate it. Like, no, this was actually a really bad movie.
Yeah.
And I hate that it was bad because I love the first movie. I love it. Dude, that scene in the first movie where she climbs out of the trench and that music starts going because like there's like someone injured and no one's going to help them. So she's like, fuck it, I'll go do it. And she walks out.
She shields her way across. She gauntlets her way across no man's land.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
great scene.
Dude, that scene, just thinking about it gives me chills. I love that first movie. This second one's hot garbage. It's so bad.
That's sad.
See,
So,
Superman
I think-
versus Batman, I don't know if it was bad. I just found the narrative hard to follow, and it was like drawn out and confusing.
Well, see, like the thing is, like when you come up with something great, when you're the person that comes up with something great, and everyone knows that it's amazing, no one can follow you, and it doesn't matter how good what you follow it with. You can't follow it, and everyone knows that the Marvel MCU is amazing.
Martha.
DC can't follow Marvel,
I can't believe
and it's
that.
not
I
their
thought
fault.
Scream
It's just like Marvel came first.
Oh no, it is their fault.
Well, I mean,
it is their
they could do
DC
better, but I mean, like if DC had come first, then no matter what Marvel came out with, it wouldn't be as good because DC came first. Like Marvel came first, that gives them a certain level of street
No,
cred.
look, all right, so Batman versus Superman wasn't as bad as Batman versus Superman was bad. How like the Warcraft movie was bad. Like it's there's a certain way they did the narrative that's kind of hard to follow, and it feels messy. And like the whole Save Martha motivation thing was really weak. Like that was weak writing. But like the first Wonder Woman movie was an exception to the DC rule. The DC movies, dude. What was that? Suicide Squad was just not a good movie.
Okay, but come on. The reason is because DC felt rushed because Marvel took the first thing and were running
You
with
make
it
all these
really
excuses you
well.
want. You make all these. The buck stops with DC.
I'm not giving excuses. I'm just giving. I'm trying to justify it without giving excuses.
They're just bad at making movies.
What? I'm trying to say they could be better, but the fact that Marvel
You're not talking that.
Yeah, we fucking disconnected again. We're reconnected now. Yay! Fucking broken routers.
Who says that? Is that Essen?
Sorry, folks.
Refresh your chat.
Refresh and chat. Thank you for reminding me again. Again. It's refreshed. Thank you.
Peter, I want you to stay back.
Now, DC only made the only. I guess the first Superman might have been okay. I don't really remember it that well. The first couple, but the Superman for Batman was like, it wasn't bad like that. Like it was bad, and the narrative was kind of hard to follow. But all the other stuff they're making is just so bad. Like it's the Justice League movie, horrible. Oh, you know what? The one with the fuck with dude with
Yeah, with the
Dothraki.
guy.
Dothraki.
Whoa! What the fuck? Newton Dad, get your shit together, man. That was insane looking. Phenom, you're ridiculous. Get out of here. Dude, has Phenom scored all their points? Sorry, Dim.
No, you're fine. I remember streaming Echo talking about DC and Marvel.
Yeah, Phenom has scored 27 points.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
See, with the most recent Wonder Woman movie, it was clearly the writer and director. But I wonder for like Suicide Squad and for some of the other movies, if it was the writers or if it was executives getting in the way. Because you always hear about like directors leaving and other directors coming in and having to finish a job and shit. Like, sounds like the executives to me have been getting in the way of the directors. Like the first Iron Man movie. Yeah, Suicide Squad could have been so good. Dude, it could have been so good. That cast they had, the casting was perfect.
It's definitely an A-list cast.
It was
Yeah.
so good. And even, I know a lot of people talk about Jared Leto's Joker in that really, like, critical way. If that had been, that style of Joker could have worked. It really could have worked.
Yeah.
Like that was a different way of doing it, and yeah, it was written poorly, and it wasn't his acting. And I know people like now will use the fact that like he sent the blood or whatever to his co-stars and like did the whole method acting thing. Like they talk shit about that, but that's only because it didn't work.
Yeah, you can't bring really good actors into a movie that is bad and then blame the actors. It's obviously the writers or the director or something like that. Like it's not the actor. The actors, we know the actors' names because they're good actors.
Good game, guys. Good game. GG.
All right, we got our next round waiting for us.
Yeah, and like, dude, I've seen some really good breakdowns of like why the writing was bad. So stuff like, I'm not going to try to break it down because like it's like these are like college level dudes making YouTube videos. You know, guys who like study this shit. So like, I'm not going to try to do what they do, but you know, like that, it was just the writing just turned out haphazard. Like it looked like, you know, the things that were written and reinforced in the third act were thrown out, and it didn't make sense. Like somebody was changing things around without caring about the consistency of the narrative and shit. So that's why, like, the whole executives thing. So that's why people are excited about the Snyder Cut. But I've also heard speculation the Snyder Cut's going to be worse or something. Like, I don't know. So we'll see. I know it's supposed to come out. I'm pretty sure. Hi, Summer. Summer, you have you are now subscribed to Gil's channel.
Oh, dude! Thank you, Summer.
No, it's because of Thunder. Thunder gifted
Oh
her.
yeah. Thank you, Thunder. Yeah, I think I think him. But thank you again. Don't really take anything away from that. I want to point out though. Can we look at these team stats for a second? After 3 rounds, both teams have exactly 80 stuns.
Is that 8 saves? Phenom has 27 goal points and 8 saves.
That's not important. What's important is 80 stuns. It's exactly 50. Okay, come on, let's be real. Stuns, not stuns. Saves and points, leader, that is extremely impressive. This is Phenom's night. He deserves that credit. But, come on, I mean, I'm Giligin. This is the 80 stuns per team, exactly 50% after 3 rounds. That's a great, I mean, granted, I would have gotten that number by myself, but, you know, you guys tried, and you came up with the same number to each, so it's cool. Good job.
You know one of my favorite things to do in a pub is when I stun someone, and they get annoyed and act like I shouldn't be stunning them. I'll go out of my way to stun them some more.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I will...
I don't say a word. I don't say anything. I'll just follow them.
Yeah.
Not like follow, but like I'll make sure I'm covering their zone.
Right. No, I totally get that. When I play pubs, I tend to play them the way I normally would, which means I usually get the most stuns. But if someone calls me out for it, I will then dedicate the rest of the pub to stunning out their team. Not the player in particular, but just their team. Like, jeez. I tend to get around 20, somewhere between 17 and 23 stuns per pub game. But the other day I was playing against, I think it was one of Princess's old teammates. I remember this because I had to tell her about it. I think it was Swagger Nuts. I was playing against Swagger Nuts in a pub, just randomly. Just like I was playing by myself, he was playing by himself. We solo queued, we ended up against each other, and like 2 minutes into the game, he called me out for punching him too many times. It's all like, fuck it, I'm going ape shit, and I went ape shit, and I scored I got like 30 stuns in a pub match against his team. It was like I normally would have only gotten 17 to 23, but like he called me out, and so then I stopped focusing on scoring. I didn't even know what the score was. I just wanted to punch their team. It's
when I do it, what I'll end up doing is because I'm playing on defense, I don't end up with that many stuns.
Right.
Like the double digits.
Yeah.
And so what I'll do is it's not that I don't go head hunting. Because I won't go after the team. I don't go because I'm not a big brawler to begin with. I think I'm good at it, but I'm not I'm not prolific.
You're one of the 2 people that can lead. I'll say 5 just to be generous. But you're one of the 5 people that can cause me problems.
I have earbuds.
And so I appreciate that. So what I'll do is if I see the person, I'll overcommit to stunning them out. You know what I mean? So like I'll try to stay in their general area. Like so like if they're staying on the left side of I'll try to cover like when I'm playing backline, I'll try to cover more to the left, hoping they end up trying to walk the disc up or something. And then, but if I ever incidentally, if I'm around them, I will like instead of sometimes like if you're in a situation where their 4th player is behind you and the play is heading towards their goal, you know what I mean? You're going to let them stay behind you. You're going to, generally, at least I will. I'll let them float behind me because I know they're stuck behind the play, and if I keep moving up, we have an advantage.
Right, they're out of the play.
But if they've complained about the fact that I've stunned them, I will throw that strategic advantage out the window, turn around, and try to stun them again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's like stuff like that. So like I don't, I won't change my general overall play style, but I will if I see you near me and you've complained about me stunning you, I'm going out of my way to stun you.
Right.
Where is it?
Because
that
I
make-
know I'm piss you off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes
Face
total sense. I've done the same thing, especially
Did you
well,
dub me some, really?
yeah, especially only in pubs. I won't do that in competition, but in pubs for sure. And
The comp, I no, you know how I did in comp.
yeah, it's all about in comp. If you don't,
But I love my favorite. If I had an excuse to grab one of your toes, I was grabbing onto your fucking
dude,
toes.
watch any. I think there was 3 casted. Watch Nova versus Wireless Shacks. You'll see Dim hanging on my toes more often than Dim actually being called.
Fourth round sucks.
No, it was Akemi got it the worst.
Oh, he definitely did. He got so salty about it.
He was always one of the first into the bubble, and if I was not in goal, I was on his toes and doing everything I could to not let him stun me.
He got so mad about that too.
Knew he was. I
Hated
knew he was.
toe crawlers.
And it wasn't like I wasn't doing it because it was Akemi. It just happened to be Akemi was the style of player that
Right.
allowed me to do it frequently.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. And so I specifically remember the Akemi got it a lot because just the way he played. I ended up on his toes all the time.
Yeah, Akemi is definitely a striker. He's not a midfielder. He's not a goalie. He's not a defender. He's definitely a striker. It's the position he played, and it's it's great. Not my position, but strikers are absolutely necessary, and he was really good at it.
Who else can we pull in here?
Yeah, like it was. You guys ended up in like that. You know what I mean? There were some awkward spots on the ladder that just didn't get as much attention by pure happenstance. But next season, you're starting the first cycle in Master Tier, so all your games are probably. I imagine all your games will get seen at least for that first cycle.
I mean, he's an adult enough.
I'm adult.
I'm not an adult. Does he have to be in beer league if we're just trying to get a game?
At this point, we're just trying to get his private going.
And really, any teams that are competing at the top of Diamond are also. Any teams competing at the top of Diamond will probably get as much attention, if not more attention, than most of the teams in Master Tier. Obviously, not all the teams in Master Tier, because,
Where's my virtual
dude, I cannot wait for
desktop?
this first Joker Kang game. I cannot wait for it. I'm so pumped for that.
That makes one of us.
Dude, those aside from opening day and finals, those are always our biggest casts. Always.
Well, for sure. But I mean, Kang isn't Kang, and Joker isn't Joker from season 2 anymore. I mean, both teams have changed their rosters a bit.
Joker. Well, we'll see about Joker. There's
Actually, yeah. I need clarification on Joker. I know that Joker added rocks to the team. Is there
Rock's playing for Ryan.
what?
Ryan broke his back. He had some back issue that progressed, and he had to get surgery or something. I don't know the exact story, but he literally couldn't play for months there.
So it's Rocks replacing Ryan. So it'd be Rocks.
But Ryan has been playing again. He's got a whole back strap thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't. Who is Joker going to be in season 3? Is it going to be Jay, Rocks, Kung, and
Here's the thing, though. As
Game?
Ryan is amazing. Ryan is one of the best players in the game, hands down.
Yeah.
Rox is among the top players as well. It's good. It just sounds so critical, and I know Rox would take exception to it. I'm not saying he's not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying he's not. He's that good. He is that good. He's as good as Ryan, but like Ryan is like that next level. But I don't think there will be that much of a difference in how good they are between Rox and Ryan with the rest of the roster.
Potentially. Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think it'll be. I think they'll still dominate as much with Rox Titan as they would with Ryan.
They'll definitely be more toxic with Rox as their main, but
let's remember
as far as skill wise, we'll see.
Yeah. So and then I'm really excited to see Kang. I don't know what to expect. But I do expect them to maintain. See, here's the thing. I'll be clear about my expectations with Kang. I don't expect them to do any worse.
Who's?
I'm just curious to see how.
I'm gonna invite
So I
you
guess
to
really
the
what I'm saying is
pub.
I'm expecting them to do better. My curiosity is how much better.
Sorry, we couldn't get in.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'm
Everyone gave up on us,
interested to
Joe.
see
who
what
else
Kang
is
can do.
pubbing?
I mean,
Venom. I don't think Venom's.
Get in. I don't have
You're
you
not
on
going to
my
see Venom
party.
play much of
well,
Kang.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to type this in chat, and I can't just figure out how to get caps lock off. Venom is a sub. Like, Venom is on Kang's team, and I don't mean to diminish that at all. Like, being on Kang, if Kang calls, you answer the call. But Venom is a sub. He's not main roster. So like, anyone who's anyone who knows Venom because of his YouTube channel.
I'm telling you, I had to help
Not
you.
to diminish that, he's a great YouTube. Anyone new especially should watch that channel.
Did you not
But
see me hit it with my head? Are you serious?
Venom is their sub. Like, he's not a main roster player, so you know, if you're watching Kang to watch Venom, you're probably going to be disappointed because you're not going to see him that much. He's a great player and he deserves that spot. You're just probably not going to see him a whole lot on the stream.
The big change on Kang was
Leverage for Zenith.
for Zenith, and Zenith is a crack player. So
Zenith is ridiculously good.
Zenith is very good.
He's very good.
I didn't play with him a lot for a long time, so I wasn't sure how good he was. And then something I saw
Come pub with us.
or I played with him or something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, holy shit, no, he's really good. So yeah,
Thunder in the chat saying we all watch Kang for Strim. To an extent, no. I've spent
he is certainly the celebrity.
Yeah, no. I've spent 3 years saying that Strim is the best player in Echo. And whether or not I'm wrong, I'm not going to back down from that. But I honestly
I think he's the number 2 player in the world.
Maybe. I spent 3 years claiming he was the best player in the world, and I won't back down from that. But I didn't actually watch Kang for Strim. Even though I would have claimed that he was the best player, I watched Kang for leverage.
Like Summer.
Yeah. See you, Summer. Is Beer League over? I've not been paying attention. We're not doing the last round once again?
Probably.
Alright, well, let's just go to the end scene here in a few minutes. We're still talking. Fuck it. We'll just keep talking. We'll just watch the goal blankly while we still talk. No, I watched Kang for leverage. I love the strategy.
Everyone watches for leverage. They just don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. I loved watching Kang live for leverage. And then watching Kang not live later, watching the Strimbitsky stream, because Strim would break it all down. But like, Strim was the most impressive player on stream.
She's still one of the most impressive.
He still really is. But like, leverage was often touted to be the brains behind the operation.
Hands down, he was.
And that's not to, I don't mean to take away from Sealable or Mad. Like, Mad was the best goalie, and Sealable, they took away. They literally moved the blocks in the bubble because Sealable Bag used the bottom blocks to score too many goals. Like, every player on Kangaroo season 2 was amazing, and I don't mean to take anything away from any of them. They were all amazing. But Strimbitsky had the celebrity, and a lot of people knew that leverage was kind of at least the rumor was he was the brains behind the operation. It was fun to watch. I was always more of the person who was interested in the strategy of the game. Obviously we talked earlier briefly about how steezing is or is not unsportsmanlike. It was enjoyable to watch Strimbitsky do his fake every shot. It was amazing, but at the same time, like, I enjoyed watching what leverage could put together. And this season 3, Kangaroos, they don't have leverage. They
don't have him in the field. I don't know that he's gone.
That's true. Yeah, no, absolutely. I will not. I'll absolutely get behind that statement. I don't know that he's gone. He's not in the field. Zenith is a hell of a player. He's definitely one of the better players in the game, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with Kang. But without leverage on the field to give that leverage effect to,
I think I think Strem's going to slot into that spot perfectly fine.
I think he definitely could. I think Sealable could as well. It's going to be interesting to see. I have no idea what to expect from Kangaroos. I have no idea what to expect from the Kangaroos this season, and I'm very excited to see what they bring. And that's not just me being like, oh, I'm a newcaster and I'm going to hype every team. No, I'm legitimately, as a long time, Kangaroos is my favorite team. I'm super excited to see. I have my doubts. I
How
have
are
my
you not excited for
fears.
the first Kang Joker game? Because I mean, that's the big hype is going to be who's going to win.
Because fuck
Like after
Joker.
these
That's why.
games, who's going to win?
I don't care about
But,
Joker.
I mean, if you're saying fuck Joker, also you gotta be careful about that. Anyways, like, don't you want to see Kang beat them then?
No, I'd love to see them. I would definitely be interested in the game, and I'll definitely watch that. I don't care if Joker wins though, because Joker, what I've seen from Joker is a lot of players that are super good, and I don't want to deny them. Like I love Kangaroos more than Joker. It doesn't matter how good Joker gets. I love Kangaroos over Jokers because I see a lot of teamwork from Kangaroos, and I'm the kind of player that, like, I enjoy the teamwork aspect of the game a lot more than the individual play. And Joker is full of the best players in Echo Arena. I'm not going to deny them any of the credit they're due. They have some of the best players in Echo Arena, and they're amazing. It's amazing to watch any one of them can carry any other team in the league. But I like Kangaroos because they bring the team aspect, the teammate aspect, the teamwork, that's the word, teamwork aspect of it to the forefront. And I love watching that so much more than watching individual skill. Like I'm not a Jaywalker fan. I'm not a Strumbitsky fan. I'm not a Leverage fan. I'm not a
Well,
Kung fan. I'm a Kangaroo.
your
I'm a team fan.
your opposition to Joker just hypes the game up more.
Sure, I'm totally behind that. I want to see Joker beat by the team skill, but I recognize that Joker is as good as they are because they're some of the best players in the league.
They're the best players in the world, but
League.
we can. It's exactly one, so I think it's a good time to call it.
It is. We've been rambling on for a long time. I've been rambling on for a long time here.
3.5 hour stream.
Cheers.
Cheers.
One last clink to those in the chat. Clink. Thunder, thanks for hanging out, bud. Happy New Year to all you in the chat. Watching now, watching later. It don't matter. I'm Giligin. This is SirDimwi. This is the Beer League Podcast. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, Dimmy, you got anything else to say?
I think my
Plug
graphics
any-
card just reset or something. I don't know what just happened. Anyways,
Oh,
nope.
You want to plug
I think-
anything?
We're doing a mod cast on Sunday for Q&A and all that, and I'll be doing the matches stream Monday morning / afternoon, and then probably bring the Echo back Monday night sometime. Maybe we'll see.
There we go. All right. Good night.